What a beautiful morning. Let me just drink some coffee. Oh wait, what's up guys? I did not see you guys right there. Today we are going to be surprising my grandpa with his dream tractor in today's video. He gets very emotional and happy. So if you guys are excited for this video and to see his reaction, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And I think we should begin with the video. Oh my goodness, the sun is so bright. Holy moly. Oh dude, what time is it? It looks like it's 7 a.m. Wait a minute. Today is my grandpa's birthday. Oh my goodness, you guys. You know what? I have an idea. What if we go buy him a new tractor? Well, technically, it's gonna be his dream tractor and surprise him with it. Dude, that is gonna be the best gift ever. I think we should do that. I mean, if you guys are excited for this, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And I think we should begin with the video. Oh, no. Come back. Okay, let's go. So I think we're gonna be taking, let's see. We have the Corvette. It's looking really nice. We have our off-road TRX, and then we have our work truck. I currently don't have the other work truck. I might have turned it into an off-road beast, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna take the GMC Denali. You guys know this thing never fails us. This thing is bulletproof and it can pretty much do any job you guys can think of. But I think the first thing we have to do is go and check out my grandpa. Let's go talk to my grandpa. Let's see which tractor well, I don't know if we're gonna talk to him because I don't want him to be suspicious of what we're doing. So I guess let's take a peek at his current tractor, which I guess, I mean, we might take it as well, who knows, and just throw it in the trash. So I guess in that case, let me just go to the trailer store right now. I'm gonna try to gift him this tractor before the sunset because he tends to sleep a little bit early. You know how old people are, they love their sleep. So I guess let me pick up, let's see which one should we grab. So there is two trailers, which this one looks pretty nice, but it's a little bit too long. So I guess I am gonna take this one right here. So I'm gonna get it connected to the GMC. All I gotta do is kick down the tailgate. There we go. So we can connect it to the hitch that is in my bed right there. So let me quickly flip her around, and then we're gonna slowly and carefully get it connected on the first try. Let's go. All right, now we gotta do is kick up the tailgate, and then we can head to my grandpapa's farm, and we might say hi to him. We're gonna go and say what's up to him. Let's see what he's doing. I wonder if he's eating. He always loves to eat and drink his coffee, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing that right now. But if you guys didn't know, he actually lives at my old farmhouse. I think they're actually called barnuminiums or something like that. Pretty much ended up moving into where I used to live. It's pretty funny. So let's drive down the road, and then we're gonna make a left turn right here. Let me turn on my blinkers. For some reason, the blinkers on my truck are not working. I don't know why that is. Let me know if your guys' blinkers are working. Mine seem to not work. We might have to take this to the dealership some other day. But we have arrived at my grandpa's farm. I wonder if he's up there. Should we take the truck? Let's see. Okay, you know what? It's not too much of a big trailer, so we'll take this. We'll go see what's up with him. Ooh, look at that. This is a really nice car. You could definitely tell this is my grandpa's car. Well, let's see if he's home. I'm gonna try to knock. Hello? Oh, there he is. Look at him. Oh, dude, I told you he was eating. He's always eating. Grandpa, open the door. I'm gonna wait till he opens the door. Oh, he's coming. And he sat back down. Grandpa, please open the door. Hey, what do you want? Who are you? Grandpa, you don't remember me? I'm your grandchild or something. I am related to you. Oh, okay. Sorry. There you are, Grandpa. It's been a while. What are you doing? What? Oh my goodness. Well, hey, Grandpa, I have a quick question. I'm not sure if you can help me with it. What is it? Do you think I can borrow your farming tractor for like a couple hours, if that's fine with you? You know that doesn't work, right? I think. Anyway, sure. If it's running, you can take it. Oh, okay. Then yeah, okay. That sounds perfectly fine. I'm gonna take it for a quick hour or two, and then I'll be right back, right? What? Never mind, Grandpa. I'll be right back. So as you guys can see, my grandpa does not hear pretty good, which is I guess it's part of effects of being a little bit older, but that's fine. We're gonna go and grab him his dream tractor. All we gotta do is pull over right here. I believe he keeps it in the garage, if I'm not mistaken. And oh, where is it? Oh, it's right there. Woof! I kind of got nervous. I'm like, no way. I thought my whole plan was gonna be ruined, but the tractor is hiding behind that tree. Let me just kick down the ram, and then we're gonna try to carefully load this. I'm gonna pray and hope that this actually works, because this thing looks like it has seen way better days. So we're gonna have to give this a nice crank, and let's see if this thing works. If this doesn't work, then then yeah, we might have to go get a tow strap, but hopefully we don't need any of that stuff. So let's give it the first crank. Okay, come on. And it's not working. Hold on, let me check the engine. Oh, this thing is not on. Hold on, let me tighten this oil filter, and then that should work, hopefully. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, yes, it works. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm a genius. I'm the world's best mechanic. Anyways, we're gonna get this thing loaded onto the trailer. Let me carefully turn it around first, and then we're gonna be able to load it on top of here. So let me carefully do this. Oh, hold on, careful. Back this up a little bit, and boom, I'm gonna throw on the brake, turn off the engine, and then we're gonna click on this. And before we do head out, let me just make sure the straps are nice, tight, and securely placed, which means it looks all good and we can kick up the ramps. All right, so we're gonna go and get this thing returned at the implement store. Maybe we can get some cash out of it, I don't know. So I'm gonna pull around the trailer and we're gonna start making our way towards the implement store so we can also buy his dream tractor. Now that I'm thinking about it, we could probably use this as a down payment and we can get a nice little discount, and we don't have to spend too much money on buying this dream tractor, because this thing, you guys know, if you guys know anything about tractors are really expensive, you guys. They're probably at least minimum like 6 figures if you want a decent one. But we do have a stop sign right here, so let's come to a stop. Oh my goodness, I can't. Oh no, that was a little bit embarrassing. I couldn't stop in time. So let me carefully right turn onto the main road, and then we're gonna widen ourselves a little bit so we can fit onto this road right here. Careful. All right, nice. That was actually pretty good. And I believe the implement store should be right down. Nope, this is the neighborhood. Did I take the wrong road? I think I took the wrong road. I think I was supposed to turn at the intersection. Oh wait, no. This is right. I see the implement store right there. Let me just cross the intersection after I checked both ways, make sure it's clear to cross, and then we're gonna be able to pick up my grandpapa's dream tractor. Look at that. That thing is a beauty. Definitely looks way better than the one that we currently have. So let me get this thing parked up somewhere around here. I'm not sure where these guys want it, but I think if I put it maybe somewhere around here, that is gonna be a-okay for them. So let's unload this tractor. We're gonna begin by kicking down the ramps, take off all the straps. All right, we need 2 more, and then we can carefully unload this old and rust bucket, which thankfully my grandpapa is not gonna be using this anymore, and he's gonna be getting an upgrade that he deserves. This thing even has a roof, which is pretty sick. Let's get those ramps placed up, and then we're gonna make our way. Actually, you know what? We gotta go inside the shop. Where was I about to go? Nowhere. So let's quickly talk with the guy. Let's see what kind of business. I'm a businessman. What kind of business we can do with this guy? Hello, mister. What's your name? Okay, Marquise. How much is that tractor right there? 110,000. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be very expensive. Okay, I did bring an old tractor. Is there a way I can get a discount? I can? Oh yes. I mean, I'm willing to give it to you 30,000. 30,000 for that old rust bucket. It's too much. 20,000. Fine. You know what? Sure, 20,000. So I guess I'll get a discount on that thing. So it's gonna be 90,000. Okay, it's less bad, but I'll do it. Anything for my grandpa. Let's place it. Am I able to take it right now? Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds perfect. All right, man. Thank you. All right, you guys. What did I say? I am quite the businessman. We managed to get a $20,000 discount, and we're gonna be able to sell that off and buy the tractor at a nice discount. So kind of, I don't know, a 20% discount. I don't mind. But let me quickly reverse this thing, because he told me it was a-okay to take it. Oh no, don't hit it. Oh my goodness. that was embarrassing. So let's quickly pull down the ramps one last time, I guess second to last time, and then load up this beast right here. Look at this. This thing got 4 wheels in the back, and then we got 2 at the front. So let me turn on this thing. There we go. And hold on, is this thing gonna fit? Oh my goodness, I don't know if this is gonna fit. Yo, this is gonna be quite the haul. I mean, here goes nothing. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Let's try to load this thing up. All right, this thing is super slow. I forgot how slow tractors were, but it looks like it managed to fit, even though the one of the tires is kind of poking out. That's fine. We just gotta be really careful when we're driving. So everyone say goodbye to that old rust bucket right there, and say hello to my grandpapa's brand new one. So let's start making our way back to my grandpa's farmhouse, which I told you guys he ended up taking my old house. I think they must have given him some type of discount for like being an elder or something. I wish I got that discount as well, since I'm pretty old, you guys. If you guys didn't know, I'm 67 years old. I'm unk now. But we've pulled into the dirt road, and all we gotta do is pull into his house, which if you guys didn't know, his house is gonna be right on the right side. Get it? Right on the right? Okay, never mind. We'll pull in. Dude, I am so nervous. I wonder what his reaction is gonna be. I don't know what he's gonna say or think about his brand new gift, but let's pull towards the farm and then we're gonna disconnect the trailer. I guess we can just disconnect it right here. Let me carefully back up. There we go. We're gonna kick down the tailgate, disconnect the gooseneck, and then we are gonna move the truck out of the way because we're gonna go and pick him up. But before we do, we gotta unload the tractor. So let me quickly do this first. So this is gonna be quite the jump. There we go. We are now in the tractor. Let's carefully back this thing up. All right, careful, don't hit the truck. Oh my goodness, we almost hit the truck. That could have been not bueno. So let's leave it parked right around here. There we go. We're gonna leave my grandpa's tractor right here. I kind of forgot where is it? Hold on. I believe I have a bow right here in the back of my pickup. Let me quickly grab it. All right, and we're gonna throw on a nice red bow on top of here. Boop, like that. And then now is the time to go and pick up my grandpa and then show him the surprise. So dude, I'm pretty sure he's gonna love this thing. So let's quickly go up. Let's see what he's doing. I wonder if he's still eating. This guy, man, this is why I love my grandpa. He is so wholesome and loving. I wonder if he's gonna make cookies. But anyways, let's park up right here. I'm gonna park up on his driveway. Oh wait, did I hit his car? Oh no, we're good. We're good. All right, I'm gonna open up the door, get him ready. Grandpa. Oh, what is my grandpa doing? What is wrong with him? He's just staring at the wall. Yo, grandpa. Yo. Are you awake? Grandpa, wake up. I'm awake. Where are you? I think it was a ghost. Grandpa, I'm right behind you. Oh, there you are. What happened? So I ended up crashing the tractor and I brought it back. Oh my goodness, why did you do that? You are grounded. Grandpa, I'm not a child anymore. Oh, well, okay, let's go see the damage. All right, sure, come on, follow me. Dude, my grandpa does not sound happy at all, but little does he know, we have a gift ready for him. And what is my grandpa doing? What is he taking forever? Grandpa. Oh yeah, I'm coming. Oh my goodness. Oh, my back. Hold on. Okay, my back feels better. Oh, dude, why do you have a pickup truck? You know I'm old. Ugh. All right, let's go. That was quite the mission. Anyways, let's go down here. I'm gonna show you your brand new tractor. A tractor? You got me a tractor? Which one? Oh my god. Yup, take a look at your brand new tractor right here. Do you like it? What? Oh goodness, dude. Do you like it? Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Do you want cookies? Wait, I thought you only made cookies Fridays. What day is it? Dude, the week just started. It's Monday. Oh, okay. Never mind. Come back Friday. Anyways, I'm really happy that you enjoyed your tractor. And, yeah, I have another job to do. But, yeah, do you have anything to say to the fans? What? Never mind. If you guys did enjoy this video with my grandpa right there, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And let me know if you guys want more videos with my grandpa in the comments. But until then, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today, as you can see by the attire, that we are going to be farming. I've actually never farmed in this game. It's going to be my first time, so I'm very excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. But pretty much we've got everything delivered, like the seeder. We got pallets of seed ready to go, and I think this is where the corn goes. And then if we go over here and open the garage, you will see we have a tractor and the brand new header. I think that's what some people are calling it. I could be wrong. So before I continue to yap, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe and hype up the video. It really helps out small channels like me gain a little bit more traction. It means so much to me, and thank you for 6,000 subscribers. But enough of the yap, let's begin with the video. We've got the brand new vehicle in APM, and if you look right here, you pretty much put an attachment that we actually gotta go pick up. So I guess we don't have everything. Yeah, let's start making our way over there. I'm actually going to close my garage door because I have very expensive equipment right in there, and it's not mine. I'm actually borrowing this from the farmer that lives around right here. I think he lives right here. But for now, we're gonna jump into the truck, turn this big boy on, and we're gonna start making our way over. I believe it's called the implement store. Yeah, we're gonna head over to the implement store because we need to pick up the brand new attachment that goes onto the header. I actually don't know what it's called. I'm just going to call it header for now. But if you guys do know, make sure you guys leave it in the comments and yeah, enlighten me with some knowledge because I'm pretty new to this farming stuff. So let's make a right here. And today's goal is to make sure that we kind of farm our entire plot that is nearby our house before the afternoon. I want to make sure that I get everything done by that time. I don't want to be taking too long because working until the night is not something I want to do. So it looks like we got the brand new attachment right here. So let's quickly connect it to the back of my truck, just like so, and let's start making our way back home. This might take a long process, so hopefully this video is not too long, but if so, I'm gonna try to make it not boring. Hopefully it's not too difficult, because at the end of the day it is farming. So yeah, there's really not much fun about it. So let's make a turn right here. There we go. Nice, super smooth. Okay, now let's make the turn right here. There we go. And if you guys see right here, this is going to be the piece of plot that we are going to be farming. So thankfully it is not too big, but anyways, I'm gonna disconnect this. There we go. Let's see, what should we begin with? I guess we can begin with the seeder. So let's pull out the tractor, because in order to kind of grow crops, we have to plant them. Duh. Oops, kind of hit my head right there. But we got the tractor right here, so let's hop in. There we go. Got this big boy turned on, and I'm actually going to turn around and back up so we can get the seeder connected to the tractor. Let me back up a little bit, and it looks like we are now connected, which means we can start making our way over to the land. I forgot, we actually need to load up the seeder with seeds. Here's a little time lapse of me filling up the seeder. Oh, it looks like we are finally full. Alright, so we can start making our way. Let me actually throw this in my inventory. We can actually start making our way over to the farm. Before I do hop in the road, I do want to turn on my emergency lights on, just to make sure that everyone sees me coming. But if you look right here, we have about 350 wheat in the seeder. So we've got this thing loaded to the max, and we pull right in here with a little driveway. Let's actually begin on this side. But before I do start planting, let's actually turn on the drill and let's lower it. There we go. Now we are planting. Let me actually go a little bit more to the right. There we go. Looks like everything is going super smooth, and I think I'm gonna do a quick time lapse of me kind of planting the seeds. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in probably like in a few seconds actually. Alrighty, you guys, so we just finished planting about half of the plot, and we actually just need a little bit more. So I'm gonna start heading back to the garage, because I'm gonna refill this thing so we can finish the job. But we're almost halfway done. I just kind of wish this tractor was a little bit more faster, because it would just make the job much easier. Let's grab a bag and let me actually quickly refill this seeder. There we go. I'm just gonna put a few bags. I just ended up putting about 10 bags roughly. I don't need that many because it's only like half of a plot. I don't want to be wasting too much time, because it looks like we only have 2 more hours left. So let's quickly make our way back and start planting the rest of these seeds. Alrighty, you guys, I think we are pretty much finished. Let me actually hop out. We were actually able to plant all of these seeds. I might have missed a couple spots. It's kind of my first time, so my apologies if it's a little bit sloppy. But anyways, we got pretty much everything planted. I'm gonna drop this off back at the garage. So let's start making our way over there. I think I forgot to turn this off, so let me turn the drill off. Okay, I think we are good now, and I think we have to wait around like 20 minutes for that to kind of grow. So I'm gonna drop the tractor right in here. I don't think I need it anymore. I hope not. Let me hop out and let's actually get into this big boy. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is so close. Alright, before I take this machine, I actually kind of want to move this and connect it to the header. I'm going to move it a little bit. There we go. Can we unstrap this? No, not yet. Let me actually hop back in. And now let's get this thing connected. Let me actually see if I can do this on the first try. Perfect. Oh, I think I need to unstrap it. Here, let me unstrap it. There we go. Alright, it looks like we got that thing unstrapped, and let me carefully back up. Let me actually turn on my beacons, and now we can start making our way over to the plot of farm. But as you guys can see, I think the corn is starting to grow. Oh, I almost hit that stop sign. Let's pull in right here, and let's actually see if the oh, look at this, it's growing. Dude, I have never seen this. This is so cool. Before we do harvest this, I actually want to bring the, what is it called, the thing where you put the corn inside after you finish harvesting it. I'm kind of blanking out, but yeah, let me me actually go get that so we can have a container to place our corn. Look at the mess we have here. Anyways, but that's pretty much what I was talking about. Let me hop into my truck. I didn't realize I left my truck on. But yeah, let's get this thing connected. There we go. Let's take it over to the farm. Alright, so we're gonna leave it right here. I think this is a perfect spot, so let's put it in park. And I'm gonna turn off my engine. I'm not gonna forget like how I did. Let's check on the crop and see how it is doing. It looks like it is still growing, so I guess I'm gonna go AFK until all of our corn is finished growing. So yeah. Oh, look at that, it's growing in front of our faces. Let's quickly do a time lapse. Finally, it looks like the wheat has finally fully grown and it is time to harvest it. And I think we should begin on the right side. Let me back up a little bit. Let me turn on the lights. Alright, so let's turn it on and let's try this out. Look at that, we are just cleaning this up. So let's continue with the next section. And if you guys take a notice right here, this is all the wheat that we are harvesting. And it looks like we are starting to get full. Well, not full, but it looks like we are starting to get some wheat in the container. A little tip that I guess I'm going to give is to make sure when you do this, do not go too fast or you will not be able to correctly harvest the wheat. There we go. Get all of that stuff. It's pretty satisfying. I don't know what's more satisfying, this or cutting grass, which is also a super satisfying job as well. I think I'm gonna do a quick time lapse. I don't want to bore you guys with this too much. Oh, we actually gotta empty out our bin. Let me actually raise my reel and then turn off this and then turn off the combine. And now let's actually dump all of our corn into right here. The auger, unfold it. There we go. Let's turn it on. There we go. Now let's get this thing emptied out. Okay, it looks like we are almost finished already. It looks like we are now empty. So let's finish up harvesting the rest of the corn that we have on the field. And yeah, like I said, let's quickly do a quick time lapse because it is starting to get pretty late. And there we go. It looks like we are now finished. Let's start making our way back home. I'm going to quickly drop this off at the garage. Let me just carefully back into my garage. Just like so. And I don't want to hit the auger, so I'm going to park it right here. Turn off the engine. And let's turn off the beacons. There we go. And let me actually close the garage. I'm actually going to walk back. Alright, I finally made it here. I'm kind of out of breath. Let me actually turn right here. I'm going to do a quick U-turn. Hi, cows. And this thing is filled to the brim with corn. Holy moly. But honestly, you guys, I think today was a super successful day. Honestly, one of the most hardworking and labor jobs I have ever done. Before I actually park my truck, I'm going to leave this right here. I'm going to turn on my generator. Oh, that is so loud. But anyways, I think I have everything back in order. I'm probably going to take a shower, crack a cold one, and say my goodbyes. So with that conclusion, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. So make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace. What everyone, welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be delivering cows. Yep, we're going to be delivering cows today. This is going to be my first time ever delivering any sort of animals besides my siblings. But we're going to be taking, I'm not sure. I think we're going to be taking the TRX. We've got quite the trucks today, but if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we're gonna hop in the TRX like I said, and let me turn on this bad boy because we're gonna get out of here. But before we do leave, let me just close my garage door. So let me close this one. There we go. And then let me close this one as well. Nice. And by the way, I ended up reviewing this truck and putting it to the task because we did deliver farming equipment in my last video. So if you guys are curious, it should be linked at the end of the video. But enough of the yap. Let's make our way to the trailer store because we gotta go pick up a semi and then pick up the trailer where we're gonna have to put all the freaking cows inside of it. So we don't have too much time. It is, what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 9 a.m. And the crazy part is that I woke up at 7 a.m. so it's already been 2 hours, so the sun is going pretty fast. So let's make our way to the trailer store so we can get the semi. So that is going to be the first task for today, but let's make a left turn right here just like so, and then we're gonna make a right turn on this little road right here. I'm not a fan of this road. It's super hard to turn right here. Anyways, this is not much trouble for the TRX because this thing is a complete beast. Yeah, you guys didn't see that. This thing is a complete beast, but we're gonna go through the back of the car wash, get a free car wash. Ooh, and then the semi should be right here. Oh my goodness, this semi looks really nice. All right, hold on. Let me actually park my truck right around here. I'm gonna park it right up front. So let me do this. We're gonna throw this thing into park just like so and turn off the engine. All right, nice. So we got this thing parked out. Look at this. This is looking so nice, you guys. And we're gonna go and hop into the semi. Yo, this thing really has a phenomenal decal. Wait a minute. Does this have a bed? Oh my goodness, this thing has a bed. Yo, this is freaking sick. Wait, is there lights I can turn on? Let me see. I want to see if there's lights. Enter, and then let's see, cabin lights on. Let's see if they turned on. Oh my goodness, they actually turned on. Yo, that is sick. Oh my goodness, I keep sitting down. All right, let me turn on this bad boy. Let me turn on the beacons and turn the cabin lights right back off because we're not gonna need them right now. So let's get out of here. We're gonna make our way to the gas station, which is gonna be located all the way right here because this is where the trailer is going to be located. And then we're gonna make our way so we can pick up the cows. The first farm is gonna be located right down there. We're gonna pick them up over there and then transport them to a farm, I think located right down here. So it's not too much of a far distance, but that does not mean we should be taking our time because the sun, look at that, it's already 10 a.m. Yo, the sun is going up so fast. And by the way, you guys, I do have a Discord server, so if you guys want to join, make sure you guys click the link in my YouTube bio. But anyways, we are here at the gas station. Let's see where the trailer is going to be. Let me carefully pull into here as I put my blinkers, and oh, I almost crashed into that thing. And oh my goodness, you guys, we have the trailer right here. So let me get this thing quickly connected so we can make our way to the first farm and start picking up these cows. So let me see, is this thing connected? Alright, nice. Kind of want to move this a little bit forward. Nice. And now we can start making our way to the farm. I hope you guys are excited to see these cows. I'm not sure how many we're gonna be able to fit into this huge trailer because this thing is fairly big, but keep in mind cows are pretty big as well. But let's make a turn right here. I kind of had to go around that whole thing, but now we can start pulling out of here. So this is gonna be a big turn. Do not hit the stop sign. Alright, nice. We did not hit the stop sign. Alright, let's go back into our lane before any cars come and we end up colliding with them, which is not gonna be a good thing. But I think, oh, never mind. I was gonna try to make a right turn onto that dirt road, but this thing was not gonna be able to stop in time. So we're gonna have to catch our next turn, which should be right here. It should be like a little dirt road as well. Oh, wait a minute. I see it. It's right here. This one. Oh, brake. Oh my goodness. I almost missed it. Alright, let me turn on my blinkers and let's carefully turn onto the dirt road. Just like so. Careful. And okay, nice. That was actually a nice and solid turn because it was a really small turn that I had to make, but we managed to do that. And now the farm should be right up ahead. We got to keep our eyes peeled, make sure we do not miss it. Where is the farm? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I almost ended up missing it. Alright, so let me open up my map just to make sure this is the correct farm. And yeah, this is going to be the correct farm. So let's start pulling into the dirt road and look at that, where we see our first cow. And wow, there is a lot of cows over here. That is pretty crazy. Oh, look at this cow. Is he drinking water? What is he drinking? Wait, do cows drink milk? Anyways, all right, so I guess we're gonna be pulling into this right here, this little gate. So let me open this up, 1 and 2. All right, and we're gonna back into that so we can get all of those cows loaded up on the back of our gigantic trailer. So let me quickly hop back in and let me turn this thing around so we can slowly and carefully back into the entrance of the pen. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. All right, so I think we are now straightened enough, so which means we can start turning. And oh, that's too much of a turn. All right, let me try this again. Did not go how I expected it to go. And no, we almost got it. We're so close. Third time should be the charm. And look at that, we got it. Yeah, we are pretty much in. I think I'm gonna park it right here, honestly. Yeah, let me park this thing right here. I'm not sure if I turned off the engine. I think I did, but I don't want the cows to escape right here, so we're gonna close this right here just like so. And okay, so I don't think the cow is gonna be able to fit through. Do I fit through? Oh yeah, I do. All right, let me go back. Let's open up the doors, and this is where all the cows are gonna go in here. So let me get them all loaded up. This is gonna probably take forever. Wait a minute, are these cows? I don't think these are cows. These gotta be bulls. I think they are bulls because they have horns. Or do cows have horns? I'm not sure, bro. Let's quickly load them up. So with a little transition, we're gonna have our trailer fully loaded up with cows in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we should have our trailer fully loaded with cows. And oh my goodness, you guys, look at all of this. There is a lot of cows. Excuse me, look at this. Oh my goodness, this thing is gonna be so heavy. I wonder if my semi is gonna have enough power. And apparently there's another level down here. Oh dude, there is so many levels. Holy moly guacamole. This is gonna be a good amount of cows being delivered. So let me close up the door. I want to make sure they do not escape. Let's close up the fence just like so. And whoop, once we do get out of here, that should fully close. So I'm gonna hop back in the semi, and I don't know if I can make it up here since we have a lot of cows loaded up on the back of the trailer. Hopefully this is going to be enough to get up here. My semi is kind of not doing the best right now. And awesome, look at that, we managed to go uphill. Dude, this semi semi is a complete beast. I wonder what kind of engine this thing has, because not only did it manage to go uphill, but we got a trailer loaded up in the back filled with cows. But I think we're gonna go straight and make a right turn on the dirt road up ahead. Obviously not this one, because I think this is someone's property. This actually used to be my old house. We gotta make a turn right here, just like so. And let me actually check the time, because I don't know what time it is, and it's about to be 12 p.m. Oh my goodness, you guys, we have about 2 hours to finish this job. I think we should be able to finish actually within like the next hour. So we're gonna try to continue to do this pretty fast, but we have a stop sign right here. We're gonna make a right turn just like so, and we're gonna try not to hit the stop sign again, because I do not want the city to sue me or fine me, so that is not gonna be good. But once we cross this bridge right here, we should see the property right up ahead. So this is gonna be the property we're gonna be delivering all the cows to. So I hope the farmer is here so he can see his new delivery. So let's pull into his driveway just like so. And I actually don't know where is the cows? Where do I load them? Oh, right here? Oh my goodness. All right, so this is where we're gonna be delivering all the cows to. It looks like he already has a good amount of cows, but I guess he wants some more. So let's open up the fence, and oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. I'm gonna have to turn that around and back into that little gate right here. This is gonna be quite a job. So if you guys are still watching, make sure to like and subscribe, because this is gonna be some heavy work that I'm gonna do for you guys. So let me hop in right here, and let's get this bad boy turned around. I'm gonna try to turn around right here. Oh no, I think I'm gonna have to go all the way around. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. I'm gonna turn right here, and then we're gonna turn right here, and then we're gonna be able to finally start backing up. So I think that should be good. And now let's start slowly backing this semi. I think I have to turn on my emergency lights on. Okay, we're doing well, and boom, look at that. We actually did it on the first try, you guys. What did I say, you guys? I am the GOAT. I am the best. But let's open up the door right here like so, and we're gonna get all of these cows from the trailer loaded up with I guess their family, right, Mr. Cow? Mo. What is wrong with me? All right, so let's get all of these cows out of here. So come on, cows, get out of here. Oh my goodness, that scared me. I was like a spider, but it's part of the tree. But let's get out of here, and boom, we have all the cows loaded up next to their family. All right, so I hope you guys have a good summer. You guys are gonna cook well. Anyways, let me close this just like so, and let's start making our way out of here. So I'm gonna pull this thing out of here. Oh my goodness, look at my wheels. That does not look safe. So I'm gonna pull this a little bit forward, because I gotta close the gate. Gotta make sure these cows do not go anywhere. So let me go back. Let me close the fence. All right, let's start making our way back to the gas station so we can get this trailer delivered back where we got it from. So let's get out of here. I'm gonna make a left turn onto this road, and thankfully the gas station is not too far. It is right up here. Let me pull into the gas station, and then we're gonna get this thing parked right where we found it. And let me also turn off my beacons just like so. All right, I think that should be good right there. Let me park this thing, disconnect it just like so. And wait, where did I get the semi? Oh, we got it at the trailer store. All right, so let's make our way to the trailer store so we could get the semi dropped off, and we can pick up our TRX, because in last video I ended up leaving my TRX at the mechanic shop. So that was kind of a headache. So let's go and get it right now. Alrighty, everyone, we have the store right here. I'm gonna go and pick up my TRX. So I'm gonna leave this thing. Where should I park this thing? I think I'm gonna park it right here. All right, let me park this thing right around here, just like so. And I'm gonna hop in the TRX so we can start making our way back home. So with the power of editing in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back home. Look at this, home sweet home. How much did I miss my sweet home? Look at that, and it's almost time when the sun starts to set, which is about what, 6 p.m. But we are now back home. We had a very, very long day and a successful day of delivering cows. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today there's been a massive update where they ended up revamping a trailer, and they added, I think, a new truck. I'm not sure, or it could just be a revamp as well, but we're gonna be checking that out today, because we're gonna be delivering some farm equipment. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get on our way. So I think we should take well, I'm gonna catch my toes. All right, so we're gonna be taking the TRX, because we're gonna go and pick up the brand new truck. I don't know where the new truck, I think it might be at the mechanic shop. If not, then we're gonna go and check at the dealership that there is in APM. But I am so excited, because we're gonna be putting these two things, the new truck and the new trailer, to test by taking some farm equipment and transporting it to a different farm. But we have a stop sign right here. Let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And we have the city right here, and before I do pass the city, let me actually make a right turn into here. Alrighty, I almost ended up missing my turn right there, but we have the mechanic shop right around here, so let's pull in and let's look for the new truck. I don't see it so far. You know what, I think it might be on the other side. Hold on, let me check this out. I think it's gonna be oh yep, look. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at the color on this thing. It's so beautiful. It's majestic. It's got this really nice red velvet color going on. Oh my goodness, yo, this thing looks phenomenal. All right, let me get this thing parked up. I'm gonna leave my TRX right there for today, and we're gonna be taking this beautiful truck and we're gonna be testing this bad boy out. So let me hop in, and oh my goodness, this thing sounds so good. Look at the interior. Yo, that is crazy. We got the red guts in the Ford. Yo, this is sick. I really love this truck. I really love like these style of trucks. It's got this like nice square body. But let's pull over to the trailer store, or you know what, I think it might be right here. Oh, it is right here. So the new, or at least revamped trailer is going to be right here. Let me turn this bad boy around and let's get it connected just like so, and boom, first try. All right, we're gonna start making our way to the farm so we can get this farm equipment delivered to the other property, and we're gonna try to do this as fast as possible because I was checking my weather app and it seems to be that it's gonna start raining around 5 p.m. and it's already what, 11 a.m. so yeah, we don't have that many hours, so we're gonna step on it and we're gonna go as fast as possible. But look at the mirrors on this thing. The mirrors look so good. All right, let me make sure my trailer is still connected. Look at this, it's got this really kind of like triangular look to it. It looks really sick. Well, let's pull in right here onto this dirt road, and this truck is so new that even the bed of the truck is shining. Look at that. Yo, I can probably see my reflection on how brand new and shiny this thing is. But yeah, I think this is going to be the revamp of a trailer. We got to connect it in the back, but I could definitely see how it looks different than it used to. But oh, wait a minute, I think we can go through this road. Yeah, this is kind of like a little shortcut. Let me go on this road just like so, and let's see. Oh, I see the farm equipment. It's gonna be right here. Look at this. We got a nice, what is that, John Deere tractor, and that thingy, I don't know what that thing is called, but I'm gonna park this thing right around here. And oh my goodness, it's so dark under these trees. But let me turn on my emergency lights. Let me see, did I turn them on? Okay, so I did turn them on. All right, look at this. So this is gonna be the revamp of the trailer. Ooh, it looks super nice. Yeah, they added like this piece right there. Okay, and then they added this. All right, cool. So let me get this thing lowered, controls, and we're gonna lower this bad boy. Look at that. That is freaking sick. Oh my goodness, it looks so nice. All right, so let me get inside the tractor right here, just like so, and let me turn it on. I'm gonna turn on the lights because it's kind of dark in here. Yeah, let me turn on the emergency lights because we're gonna get this thing connected to this piece of farming equipment right here. And I almost ended up colliding with this thing. I'm kind of like confused on how to work this machine. I typically don't use farming equipment, so apologize if I'm not doing this properly, but we got that thing connected. Let's see, how do we do this? All right, I'm gonna have to flip over because I'm not gonna have enough space to turn right there. So let's flip over right around here, just like so. And this thing is so loud. I should have worn some like headphones or something, but let me get this thing loaded up on the brand new trailer, just like so. Come on, you can do it. A little bit more, and bang. All right, I just put it in park, and I think that is going to do it. I'm gonna leave the emergency lights on just in case, but look at that. This thing is nice and loaded. All right, I think we are now ready to go. And oh my goodness, are those new straps? Look at the new straps. Yo, these straps look sick. They're kind of upside down, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if they're meant to do that, but they are upside down, but they look really solid. So let me open up the functions, and we're gonna open up the dovetail just like so. Look at that. Awesome, it's working so good. All right, we can now make our way to the second property where we can now deliver this, and I think they're gonna pay us for this job. I don't think they're gonna pay us that much, since honestly it's not too much of a heavy load. I mean, it is, but it's nothing too crazy like pulling a massive tractor. But I'm gonna turn right around here because we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna go back the way we came from. Let me make sure everything is still connected. All right, we're pretty solid, and let's make our turn right here. Oh, that was a super tight turn right there, but we can now make our way out of here. I think we can make a left turn on this dirt road. This might be a shortcut if we go through this direction. So let's make our way to the second farm. I'm really excited to be putting this to use. So far this update has been pretty solid. Let me know what you guys think of it about it so far. Is this a W or no? Let me know in the comments. But I'm thinking about taking this truck to the shop and probably customizing it. I'm probably gonna add some lights and maybe even a winch. But there we go, we made that turn right there. I'm not really paying attention attention. I'm just yapping away. Oh, we're kind of struggling going uphill. Oh my goodness, we kind of struggled right there. Hopefully the last hill we go up, because this thing does not have too much power. All right, so let's make a right turn right there. Oh my goodness, I was kind of speeding too much. Oh my goodness, I was speeding way too much, which is why I almost lost control. That was really bad. All right, let me get back in my lane because I'm driving like a crazy man. But we have the farm right up here. I'm super excited to get this thing unloaded and delivered to the rightful owner. So let's see, let me carefully slow down and let's pull into their driveway. So I don't know where they want this delivered. I'm gonna look for a little spot where I should deliver it. Let's see, where should I deliver it? Ooh, we should deliver this right here. Awesome. All right, let's do that. That's actually a good idea. I'm so smart. All right, so let me turn this bad boy around, or you know what, I think I can just park right to the side and get this thing unloaded and dropped off into this kind of like little barn garage thing. I don't know what you call them, but I'm gonna park this bad boy right here, and we're gonna, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. All right, so let me open up the functions and we're gonna lower the dovetail. So we're gonna do that just like so, and we're gonna have to drop this thing off in two parts. First, this piece of machine must go right in the middle, and then we're gonna park the tractor right up front. So let's get started. Let me hop in the tractor, slowly unload this bad boy. All right, come on, just like so. And whoa, that way too fast, cowboy, way too fast. All right, so let me carefully do this. I think I should do this in first person. If I, oh yeah, look at this. This is a cheat code right here. If you do this in first person, it is so much easier. All right, so I'm gonna park it right to the end of here, get this thing disconnected. So disconnect this piece of machine, and then let me hop back in and let me get it connected. Oh, not connected. Let me park it right next to it. Careful, make sure I don't hit these wooden posts, because if I do, this thing is gonna collapse. So I'm gonna make sure I'm careful, and I think that is going to be perfect. So I'm gonna turn off everything, park it, and look at that. It's not bad. I think that was a solid job, and honestly, this truck has been performing super good. Look at this. Not only did it manage to pull this huge trailer, but we managed to deliver all of this. Look at this. All right, so let me get the dovetail of the trailer lifted. So let me raise this. Okay, so it's what is wrong with me? All right, so let me get back in the truck just like so. Let me start this bad boy, and we can now make our way back to the implement store so we can drop off this trailer, and then we're gonna go and upgrade this bad machine or truck. I think this is a Ford. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if this is a Ford or not. I kind of get my trucks confused because some of them do kind of look very similar. But let's pull into this road right here just like so, and we have the gas station right here. Thankfully, I do not need gas right now, and the implement store should be right here. So let's pull in, turn this thing around, and get it dropped off, because honestly, we are done testing this trailer for today. So let me carefully back up. I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit crooked, but I'm not getting paid for this. So let's get out of here. I wonder what kind of attachments we could add to this truck. I'm thinking about something maybe off-road related. I don't know, but let's pull right into here. Let me open up the garage door and let me go into this just like so. All right, let me accept, and let's see. All right, I think we should start with the engine. Let's add 25% extra power, and let's add a supercharger. Yes. The paint, I'm not gonna touch it because this paint is immaculate, so it's really good. Suspension, ooh, look at the suspension. Look at that. That is so tall. I'm not sure. I don't think it looks good tall. I'm gonna keep it stock. So we're gonna go with this normal look. And attachments, ooh, we have to add cabin lights, mandatory. And I think that is going to be it. Ooh, we could add a toolbox. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Yeah, I think that is going. Ooh, roll bar. Oh no, that does not look good. That is going to be it for the modifications. So let's make our way out and let's test this bad boy. All right, look at this. This is sick. Look at that. Look at the lights. Ooh, it looks so good. Look at this. Yeah, this is solid. This is a really solid truck. I love this truck. Not bad, not bad. Does this thing have like the fog lights? I don't think it does. Yeah, this thing does not have fog lights. But anyways, let's take this back home. So I'll meet you guys back at my place. By the way, you guys, I do have a Discord, and if you guys do want to join it, then I'm gonna have a link in my YouTube bio so you guys can join. But we are now back home sweet home. Oh my goodness, how much did I miss home? And oh my goodness, I forgot to bring my TRX. Whatever, I'll bring it tomorrow. I'm gonna have fun with this truck for today. Right now the sun is about to go down. It's about 6 p.m. APM, get it? 6 p.m. Okay, never mind. But we got that truck loaded up, and look at this. We got our brand new work truck right here. It's still fairly new, by the way. And we got the revamp of this truck. Look at this beauty. But that is going to be for today's update video. Let me know what you guys think of it. Is it W or an L? And I'll catch you guys on on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video. And today, oh my goodness, the sun is so bright I cannot see anything. But let me close my door. But today we are going to be doing one of the biggest deliveries in APM, and we're going to be using our new truck that APM added, I think it was last week, into today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we're going to be delivering a lot of hay today. So let me actually hop in because we don't have too much time to waste today. We have to finish this job by the afternoon, so let's hurry up and let's make our way to pick up the trailer so we can put the hay on top of it. So as you guys can see, this is one of my favorite trucks in the game as well. It used to be gray, but then I made it black because that's how it came, so I just kept it that color. When they re-released it and updated this truck, it's also got like the cargo lights on, it's got cabin lights on it. Dude, this thing is fully equipped. Anyways, let's make a left turn right here. Let's turn on our blinkers, and then the trailer store, I think we can actually go from the back, and the trailer store should be right down here. This is kind of like a little shortcut to show you guys that I take. I just sometimes also go through the car wash, and then we end up at the trailer store. As you guys can see, we are now here. Let me actually see where the trailer is. I don't know where it, oh, here it is. This is where I left it. All right, let me turn this thing around, and then let me get it connected just like so. And now we can make our way to the location that we gotta pick up the hay, which is literally down the street. It is not too far, and then we're gonna go and deliver it to a farm that is located down across the city. So let's make a stop, make sure everything is clear, and then we're gonna pull up right here. I should probably park my truck right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to block traffic today. I'm gonna park it right here. I think I'm gonna try to park as close as to the road as I can. So let me carefully do this just like so, and now let me just finally adjust myself. Nice. All right, let me turn on my emergency lights, and then engine is off, and let's quickly hop into this. What the hell? Wait, what is this called? Is this like a tractor or something? Premium construction. All right, let's enter here. But pretty much this thing can pick up the hay bales. So let's grab one of these and let's put it on top of the trailer. So let's go right here, and then let me raise this thing. So we're gonna raise up the boom, and then we're gonna extend it a little bit more, and then we're gonna put the forks down, and then we should be able to unload this thing. And look at that, we have our first hay bale on top of the trailer. Look at this, dude. I am the GOAT at this game. All right, looks like we have a good amount to go. I think the goal is to make sure we fill up the entire trailer with the hay bale. So let's continue because the afternoon is gonna be waiting for us pretty fast, or I guess soon enough. So how do I lower this? Okay, lower the boom, and then we should be able to get another one. All right, nice. And then so let me carefully do this, and then raise my boom just like so. And is this good? No, actually, you know what? I think I can get a little bit closer. Ooh, that's perfect. Wait. What if we do this and then we unload? Awesome. We have our second hay bale on top of the trailer. It's kind of crooked. Hopefully it does not fall, but let's continue with the third one. So let me grab this one, and then we're gonna try to place it right next to the second one. Oh, is that too close? I think that's actually perfect. Hold on. Load, and oh my goodness. Yo, I think that was actually perfect. Yeah, somehow I tried less and it turned out more better than the second one. All right, we have like about, let's say 1, 2, like 3 more to go. So let's continue putting the hay bales on top of the trailer. So let me carefully turn this thing around, and there we go. We have our fourth one. I think I might have to go around. Honestly, yeah. Let me go around. Alrighty, and then hold on. This is kind of dark. Let me turn on my lights. All right, let me carefully place this one. Oh, you know what? I have to raise the boom. All right, raise the boom, and let's see. I might have to readjust myself again. All right, and hold on. This is very tricky, actually. Oh, you know what? I can do this where I can retract it like that, and then we just unload it. Wait, is that a good position? Yeah, okay. You know what? Let me just unload it. I'm thinking way too much. And let's check this one. Ooh, perfect. All right, so we probably can put, I'm gonna try to squeeze 2 more on the trailer. If not, that is fine. So let me hop back into the machine. So let's see. I'm gonna try to grab one of these. There we go. And now we're gonna try to place it. So I think that should be good right there. Honestly, yeah, that's very good. I might just have to retract my boom just a tad bit, and then we can unload this thing. And awesome, look at that. I don't think one more fits. Yeah, I don't think one more fits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hay bales on top of our trailer. I think that should be enough. You know what? I'm a little bit insane, but we're gonna try to put 1 more on top of the trailer, even though we're not supposed to, because these are the ramps. All right, so let me get this thing turned around, and I'm gonna get it connected to 1 more hay bale just like so. And let's see, can we squeeze 1 more on top of the trailer? And then let me just click unload, and I think we did it. Uh-oh, it's very crooked. Hold on, I gotta fix that. That does not look good. Let me quickly fix this. Let me grab it and then let me go a little bit. I think that should be good. Hold on, let me check my camera. No. Okay, that should be good right there. Let me unload it and we should be done with this job right now. Oh my goodness, this is actually pretty easy. All right, let me get this back how it was. Let me turn off the emergency lights and let me retract boom. Let me lower this. Wait, how do I lower this thing? Oh, lower the boom. And then let me just put the forks up. And I think that should be good right there. Look at that, it's back like it was never used. All right, so it looks like we can now head over to the farm so we can get this hay delivered. We have so much. Wait, 1 2 3 4 5 6. We got 6 hay bales. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me hop into the truck. I'm surprised this thing is not squatting, but keep in mind this thing is a beast, so maybe I'm not too surprised. Uh-oh, I think one of my hay bales ended up rolling off. Okay, so we still have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, we still have enough. So let me hop in my truck and let me also turn off the emergency lights, and we can now finally make our way to the farm so we can successfully deliver these. And I'm so thankful these things are not rolling, because that would definitely be a headache. And wait, hold on, let me close my tailgate. This thing is kind of bothering me. Let me squeeze through here and there we go. Awesome. All right, we can now make our way to the farm. The farm is going to be located right, where is it? Oh, it's gonna be right here. Pretty hidden. It's all the way in the corner. And let's see how we are on time. It looks like we are very good on time. It is barely 3 p.m. So let's continue driving. We're gonna make a right turn right here. Let me turn on my blinkers just like so. And this thing is gonna be a super wide turn. I'm gonna try not to hit the stop sign. Oh, uh-oh, I hit the stop sign. Anyways, let's continue driving until we see a dirt road, because then we're gonna have to take a left turn. So we're gonna make sure I don't miss it. And oh, there it is. It's right here. All right, let me turn on my blinkers. We're gonna make sure we can make a left turn safely. And are we gonna hit the stop sign? Nice. We're not gonna hit it. All right, for a second I thought we were gonna actually hit it once again, but we are now on our way to the farm. Let me just make sure we are going the right way. And yeah, we are on the right path to the farm. And I think we've been to this farm a couple of times in my previous videos, but I'm not sure if you guys are new. Then I've actually been here a couple of times. And make sure you also subscribe. It means so much to me. All right, we are here. I think we gotta go down this path. Yeah, we have to go down here. Oh no, this is pretty dangerous. This is super dangerous. I gotta turn on my emergency lights on. Oh my goodness, what is that? Is that Orioles? What the heck? All right, it looks like, oh, there's a nice little farm. What is that? Are those cows? I want to see that. I've never seen so many cows here. Or is these bulls? Hi, Mr. Cow. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Ah, he's coming after me. I don't know, something's wrong with me. All right, let me close the gate, make sure that none of them leave. Okay, so this is where we have to drop the hay. All right, so I'm gonna park my thing right here, and it looks like the machine is right in this parking, so I'm gonna squeeze through here and hop on. All right, let's turn this thing on and let's see, can I squeeze through here? Actually, you know what, I'm gonna hit my truck, so let me just go around. All right, I'm gonna go around, and ooh, should I put the ramps down? I feel like that would be easier. Yeah, let me do that. I feel like that would be way easier. So let me put the ramps down just like so. And I really love these ramps. Something about them looks satisfying. I don't know, but like I said, something's wrong with me. All right, so let me back this thing up and we're gonna start grabbing these hay bales. And let's start off with one, super easy, and we're gonna drop them off right around this area. So let me just, oh, whoops, I might have hit one. All right, I'm gonna drop one off like right around here, just like so. Oh, it's rolling down. Well, okay, that's not my problem. All right, we got the second one, a little bit tilted, but that's fine. And we're gonna place it right here. I'll quickly unload this. Remember, we don't have too much time, so I'm gonna try to be quick as possible. All right, let's grab our third one. Third. All right, nice. And let's see, where should we place it? I think we should place it right here. Unload, and awesome. All right, we have 2 more to go. We have 2 more to go. All right, let me get on this thing, and all right, we are on to our last one. So I'm gonna drop off the hay right around here, right next to its brothers and sisters. And this thing moves weird. Look at this. What the heck? All right, let's grab the last one. So let's carefully do this, and bang, we have the last one. We're gonna drop it off right, let's say right here. And let me just double check everything is nice. All right, we have 1 2 3 4 and 5. That is going to be perfect. Awesome. I think, oh no, don't hit my truck, don't hit my truck, don't hit my truck. Oh my goodness, that almost ended up hitting my truck. All right, you know what, let's get out of here. This is not a safe place for us. So I'm gonna hop in and we're gonna get this thing parked back in the garage. So let me go around here. I'm gonna turn off the emergency lights off, and I'm gonna carefully back this thing up. Gonna make sure I don't hit anything. All right, and I think that is going to be good. Awesome. Let me just turn off the engine, and awesome. Wait, how close did I get? Oh my goodness, I got super close. I am the goat. All right, we can now start making our way back. I think we are all good to go back to the trailer. And oh wait, I need to close this. Hold on, let me just close the ramps. Imagine if I start to drive off with the ramps down. Dude, this video would have been a disaster. Hi, little cow. All right, it looks like there's an exit. We can just take this road right here. So let me get in my truck and let me turn off my emergency lights on. I mean off, not on. And let's make our way out of here. I'm gonna try not to hit the fence right here. So let's carefully do this, and awesome. Alrighty, we have the dirt road right here. We're gonna make a right turn right here. So let's pull out of here and we are out. Alrighty, for our last task is to make sure we deliver the trailer back to the location, which is going to be right here, and then we will have the power to go back home. But for now, we gotta go and quickly drop this off. All right, let me put on my blinkers. We're gonna make a right turn right here. It's gonna be a super wide one. Oops, sorry guys. And we are now back into the city, or I guess into the little city. It's not the big city. I hope they actually put a map expansion in APM and put more buildings. But anyways, let's make a right turn and then we're gonna go into the trailer store. All right, so let me turn around right here and we're gonna get this trailer back into its parking spot. A little bit more, and I think that is going to be perfect. Let me just check in the back and look at that. Pretty solid. So let me just quickly disconnect it, but first I gotta open up the tailgate and disconnect this thing. There we go. And let me just move my truck out of the way. But before we do leave, I gotta put up the tailgate. Kind of don't like when it's left open, so let me quickly close this. For some reason it is not closing. Come on, close. Maybe I gotta move out of the way. All right, I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna see if I can try to close the tailgate now. Hopefully this works. Close and awesome. All right, we can now start making our way home. Hey, I'm gonna buy a soda can. How much is it? $5. Oh my goodness. You said how much? It's going to be, oh, bye. I ain't not paying that. Let's get out of here. Dude, that guy wanted me to pay $5. That is way too much. Home sweet home. We are now back home. I'm gonna get my truck back into my driveway. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna get the thing parked right here, get that thing closed, and oh my goodness, I am so tired today. All that hay baling machinery got me tired. I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna crack a cold one. So I think that was a very successful mission. Let me just drink some of this. Ooh, delicious. What happened to my head? Okay, never mind. And honestly, I had so much fun with this mission. If you guys also did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Bro, what? What are these shows? What's up everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today I'm bringing you guys a very special video. And you might ask, well, what is that special video? Today is going to be our last day at this house. We are actually going to be moving into my dream house. If you've been able to watch my previous videos, we've been working all these jobs. We've been delivering cars, doing search and rescues, you name it. We've been doing it, and I've been able to save up some money. Today, the day has come, and we will be saying goodbye to this house. So before I continue to yet, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So today's task is to go and pick up a trailer at the drag strip, and then we will also need to pick up a delivery truck for the ATV, and that place is going to be right here. We don't have too much time because the trailer that I will be borrowing, they're going to be using it in the afternoon, so we don't have too much time to be using it. So let's start making our way over to the drag strip. Let's hop into the pickup, turn on the engine, and let's start making our way over there. Let's make a turn right here. And honestly guys, I've been waiting for this moment for such a long time, and I'm very glad that you guys are going to witness or have been witnessing the entire journey. So we have a stop sign right here, so let's slow down, make sure the road is clear. All right, nice. And something that I haven't mentioned about this house is that the house itself is 2 stories high. We've got a garage for our tractors. We've got a set garage for other vehicles. And we've got 2 plots of farms. It sounds insane, doesn't it? But it seems that we have arrived at the drag strip. So let's pull in. Ooh, this is a nice little lake. Let's pull into the driveway. And let's see where this trailer is. So far, I don't see it. Oh, wait, it's right here. All right, so we're going to be putting the Mustang in the back of this trailer. So let's get the truck attached to it like that, just like that. Perfect. All right, cool. So let's start making our way over back home. That hay kind of looks weird. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. That's an issue with me. I get distracted way too much. Let me make sure the road is clear. And once we have picked up our Mustang and delivered it to our brand new home, we will have one more task, and that is going to be to pick up a delivery truck so we can get the ATV transferred over to my brand new house, of course. By the way, this is actually my second time recording this video because the first time I did not press record. So if you guys can, make sure you guys do smash that like button. It means so much to me. It looks like we are finally back home. Let me pull into the driveway and let's turn right here so we can get the Mustang loaded up on the trailer. And let me click on park engine us off, and let's open up the door of this trailer. Just like so. And there's actually another door here. Let me open that one. Nice. It's pretty spacious in there. Let's hop into the Mustang. Whoa. Cold start. And let's carefully get this thing loaded. You know what? I think I'm gonna back into this because it is going to be much more easier for us to unload when we get there. And of course, it looks way cooler. So let me carefully back up. Just like so. Gotta make sure I don't hit anything. And I think that is good. Let me put it in park. Turn off the engine. Let's close the door. Let's hope that it doesn't hit the front. And I think that's perfect. Wow. Let's actually check the back. And of course, we are not touching the walls because you guys know I am a pro. But before we do leave, I am going to close the garage. So let's close this door and then let's close this one. Alright, cool. And I'm going to hop into my truck so I can show you guys my new house. But like I did say, this property is massive. It's definitely a huge upgrade compared to this one. But that does also mean that I was able to spend quite the money on it. And we're talking about over $500,000. Yup, you heard me right. I spent over $500,000 on this property. But once we get there, you will be able to see exactly why. It's worth every single penny. So this is the dirt road that we will be taking a left on. And then we will drive a little bit more down. Let me make sure the road is clear. Just like so. And let's get a drum roll, please. This is going to be my brand new property. We've got the huge garage, of course. We've got another garage for tractors and stuff like that. We've got the 2-story house. We've got some other farm equipment and necessities over there. So let's hop out. I'm going to open up the door and let's get this Mustang unloaded. So let's carefully do this. I don't want to hit the front splitter of my Mustang. Alright, smooth. That was very smooth. And I'm going to park it on this side. I just need to make sure that I am straight. I'm going to leave it parked right there. And now let's close the door. And I'm going to hop right back into my truck. So let's start heading back to the drag strip so we can get this trailer back and delivered. And then we will be able to continue our last task. But I think the drag strip is literally just up this road. Actually, no, I am wrong. I believe we have to make a left turn and then a right turn. Okay, so it looks like the drag strip is right here. So let's pull in. Let's get this thing dropped off. Let me make sure I don't hit the stop sign because I came here one time and I might have knocked down their stop sign. Anyways, let's get this thing delivered. And I think that is good. Disconnect this. Can I sit on those bleachers? Let's see. Ooh, I can. Yeah, I get very distracted. Let me hop back into my truck. Let's make a right and then a left. I'm going to check my map just to make sure I'm going the correct way. Please, if you guys do this, make sure you guys are careful. I am a professional driver, so I'm kind of less likely to crash, I guess. Kinda. I'm going to start slowing down because I'm going to make a right here. And then I believe this is where we will be able to pick up the delivery truck. I'm going to leave my truck parked right here. Park, engine off. Alright, cool. This is quite small. I thought it was going to be a little bit much bigger. Hopefully my ATV can fit in here. Let's hop in and let's hear how this thing sounds. It kind of sounds like my truck. And something that I am noticing is that this truck is quite slow. I think we need to put like some kind of Hellcat engine into this vehicle. Should I become the next whistling diesel? And by the way, don't worry you guys. I'm going to give you guys a full tour of the new property. So do not worry. I just got to get this ATV delivered back to the house so we can do that. Let me align myself so we can get this thing loaded. And let's get the ramps unloaded. There we go. Open up the doors and let's hop into the ATV. So let's slowly do this. Careful. I think that's perfect. That is perfect. Honestly, pretty good. Let me pull up the ramps, the door. Come on, close. There you go. And yeah, awesome. We can finally start making our way back home. And wow, this thing got even slower and heavier. The road is clear, so let's make this turn. And if you're still wondering how I was able to get all this money, make sure you check out the channel. You can check out all the videos, all the crazy jobs we've been able to do, all the crazy deliveries, the search and rescues, so you can be all caught up with the lore. But anyways, we are back home and I'm debating of unloading the ATV into the garage because I was planning on parking it right here. So let's open up the garage door, pull down the ramps and open up the doors. And look at this thing, it's super spacious. Let's get this thing unloaded. I want to make sure I'm very careful. Alright, nice. And let's park it to the side just in case I do bring more vehicles. There we go. Let's pull up the ramp, close the door, and honestly, oh no, we gotta close the garage. Alright, so we are back at the store. I'm going to back up into this parking, and I think that looks good. Let's put it in park. Let me turn off the engine, and I'm going to go inside, and I'm gonna pay the cashier. Awesome. Alright, have a nice day. Alright, so I was able to pay my fee, and now we can finally go home and give you guys a full tour of the property. Okay, so it looks like we have finally arrived home. But you guys have seen the huge garage, the second garage for the tractors and stuff like that. And lastly, quickly I can show you guys the house. So let me get this thing parked next to my Mustang. Let's actually start with the garage. So this is a garage, super huge and spacious. You can honestly fit like 4 cars. This is the washer area. We got a closet, and then if you come through here, you will find another closet or station where you can play Roblox. Right down here we have the living room. We have one of the rooms right here, and if we do go upstairs, we have the kitchen area. We've got the dining, the kitchen, and a living room. This is the second living room and the second bedroom with another Minecraft bed. And this just shows that hard work does pay off. So if you guys did enjoy that video or are interested in seeing any of the jobs I've done in the past to see how I got to this point, make sure you guys click the video on the left side. With that conclusion, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. You guys smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next mission. Peace. We have our dream garage set up. This looks so beautiful, you guys. I am so tired. I went for a little walk and oh my goodness, what did I just come back to? Yo, is this a brand new house? No way. Hold on. Yo, this is insane, you guys. Let me turn on the lights, and ooh, look at that. Wait, what did I turn on? Wait, it's still pretty dark in here. Oh, wait a minute, it turned on the lights from the outside. Oh, that's pretty sick. All right, this is nice. This is a really nice house, but I think I'm gonna be moving now into my dream farmhouse. So let's get a quick tour of this place. It looks really, really nice. Ooh, look at that, dude. It is so modern inside of this place. Wait a minute, can I turn this thing on? Yo, that is crazy. I kind of want to check out the garage. Where is the garage? I think the garage is gonna be is it here? Nope. Is it in here? Oh, look at this. This is nice. This is a really nice bathroom. Wait, let me turn on the lights. We even got gold faucets, dude. We are so rich. But I wonder what this is. Oh, yo, this is the garage right here. Oh, I like the garage. I think it looks really, really nice right here. Hold on, is there lights in here? I need to look for the lights. Where can I turn on the lights? It is so dark in here. Yeah, I don't know how you turn on the lights. Maybe it's back here. Oh, yo, there it is. That is sick, you guys. All right, so let's get out of here. Let me close my garage door. There we go. But pretty much, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I used to live on the other side of the map, and if you get what I'm saying, I think it's time to move back. So let's grab the T-Rex, and then let me turn this thing on because we are gonna rush over there. And oh, is this new gravel? Holy moly, yo, that's really nice. I did not notice that they added brand new gravel or some type of pavement to the ground. That's pretty sick. We are gonna start making our way to the brand new farmhouse. This is probably my dream farmhouse because last time I ended up moving out, I ended up losing a lot of money and I honestly couldn't afford it. But now, since I'm the world's richest APM player, I can now afford it. Dude, I am so excited, you guys. I'm gonna make a right on this intersection right here. So let me slow down. Oh my goodness, I almost crashed my TRX. All right, so the house should be right around here. Look at this. Dude, we are gonna be moving into this beautiful farmhouse right here. Look at this. It's got a nice garage right there, and it's got a nice farm down here. If we just quickly drive down, look at that. We have a lot of space. Dude, this is so nice. W's and the chat. And then if we go quickly up here, up this little road, then you guys are gonna be able to see my new farmhouse. Look at this. Yo, oh my goodness. You guys have no idea how hyped I am, because if you guys take a look at this spot right here, you guys can actually fit an RV right here. Look at this. We can put an entire RV and park it right here. Yo, dude, I am so excited. Let me just quickly open up the garages. There we go. And then let's see if this house looks the same as the interior one. Oh no, this one looks way better. Oh yeah, dude, I'm liking this one way more. Wait, is this 2 stories or 1 story? Oh man. Okay, so it looks like this is 1 story. Oh man. All right, so let me open up the door. There we go. Dude, we have such, I just noticed we have such a beautiful view. I think 13-year bros lives over there. I don't know if he's gonna be moving. And Dusty TV lives right down the road right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that red building right there all the way in the distance. That's where Dusty TV lives. But anyways, we are gonna set up our dream garage. So let's make our way toward the tool store and the trailer store so we can go and pick up our work truck, because we need to park it right inside of the garage and make it look really, really nice too. But so far, this update has been a huge W. It's probably one of my favorite updates of the month. But let's make a right here, and then we should have the trailer store right on to our right side. So let's pull into this dirt road, and then we should be able to see that the trailer store is right here. Oh yeah, so let me back this thing up. I'm gonna back it right here. I'm gonna quickly place an order for a trailer so we can take the GMC Denali. Honestly, I will most likely put this truck on top of the trailer and then have the dually pull it because that thing has more power. But let's quickly order a trailer. I'm gonna go with this one. Hopefully it fits on that. If it doesn't fit, then I just wasted my money. All right, so let me hop in. There we go. And the trailer should be right here, so hopefully the truck should be able to fit onto this. So let me get it connected. There we go. And we are gonna quickly run inside the tool store because apparently they added some new toolboxes or something like that. So let me leave this thing parked up right here and we're gonna go inside and check it out. So let's run inside the plain tool store and then we are gonna look for the toolbox, but it looks like there is no toolbox. You guys, did we get scammed? Where is it? All right, so let's walk around. I don't see it so far. Is it in this aisle? No, it doesn't look like it's in this aisle. All right, let me go on the next aisle. Nothing. Dude, all of these aisles are completely empty. Look, I'm just looking for the toolbox. All right, so you know what? Let's just go and run through these aisles until we find it. All right, is it on this one? Nope. This one? Nope. This one? Nope. And wait a minute, I see something right there. Oh my goodness, is that the new toolbox? Yo, that is sick. No way, we got the new toolbox. All right, so let me quickly buy one of we're gonna get one of these. Can I get another one? And then yo, there's a tiny one. Yo, this thing looks so nice. All right, we gotta grab one of those for sure. All right, we have the brand new toolboxes. We got two of these and then we also got two of these. So let's quickly pay and then we're gonna quickly set up our dream garage in APM. So let's quickly pay out. There we go. Oh my goodness, I just dropped $3,000 for these toolboxes. That is a lot of money, but that's fine. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna look really nice. But let me hop in. There we go. And we are gonna start making our way back to my house because we're gonna go pick up the GMC and everything else that we have in the house and then start moving into our dream farmhouse. But dude, I am so happy that I can finally move it. Ooh, that house got an update too. That's nice. But like I was saying, I'm so happy I get to finally move in back into my dream farmhouse. It's been a long time coming, kind of a huge milestone. So, you know, it's a little bit of an emotional roller coaster for me. But anyways, we are back to our house right here, or our current house, because we're gonna be moving out. And then we're gonna pull the trailer right here. There we go. We're gonna disconnect it and then we are gonna load up the T-Rex on top of the trailer. So let me quickly reverse this carefully. All right, and then I forgot to knock down the ramps. All right, let me quickly knock down the ramps. Boom, look at that. The ramps are now down and now we just gotta load up the trailer on top of here, which I don't know if this is gonna be fitting on top. Oh my goodness, I almost crashed. Oh my goodness, I almost crashed again. All right, slow and steady wins the race, you guys. Slow. Oh my goodness, dude, do I not fit? Come on. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna come over here, throw up the ramps, and then I'm gonna just try to off-road this thing on top of the trailer. All right, let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, then I am cooked. And wait, do we need more speed? Hold on. Ugh. Oh wait, hold on. I have an idea. We get inside the dually, we connect it to right here, and then we try to use this kind of like little slanted area where we could just like load up the T-Rex. Look at this. Let me just back up this trailer just like that. Let me put this in park and look at this. We pretty much should be now able to load the T-Rex. I don't know why I had a lot of trouble loading this T-Rex. And by the way, meanwhile that we're at it, I'm gonna throw in my toolboxes in here. One right there and then another one right there. I don't know, dude, that is such a tight fit. Look at that. That is such a tight fit. Hold on, I think I need to fix them. All right, there you go. Now they have a little bit more space between them so they won't be hitting each other. And then we should be able to load this right here. Oh, hold on. I already messed up. I gotta do this slowly. Careful, and boom. Is that good? Nope, I fell. Okay, so this should technically work. So let me turn this thing off and boom, we got the T-Rex loaded on top of the trailer. Now all I gotta do is put these toolboxes in the bed. There we go. Honestly, we could probably close this. Hold on, let me try to kick up the tailgate. All right, nice. That's a really nice fit. And now we should be able to make our way and officially move into our dream house. All right, so I'm gonna make a left onto this dirt road and then I'm gonna make another left into this intersection right here. So let's slow down. Oh my goodness, don't spin out. Dude, that was almost a disaster. That could have been really bad, you guys. But I'm also going to be ordering an RV camper, so hopefully when we get there the RV should be there, because since our garage has space. Oh, hold on. My bad. I kind of couldn't stop in time for the stop sign, but that's fine. There was no traffic. But like I was saying, since our garage has space for an RV, we are gonna put it to use. So hopefully it's there when we get there, but we're gonna make a right into this intersection, and then we should be pretty much at home. So let's make a right. There we go. And then home sweet home. We are pretty much back home. Oh yeah, this feels like home, you guys. So let's go up here. Oh, come on, keep driving, we're almost there, and we are now at the top. And oh my goodness, no way, take a look at that. Holy moly, this is gonna be our RV camper that I actually ended up buying from Facebook and got it delivered. But this thing is a freaking beauty, you guys. But I guess before we do load it up inside of the garage, I do want to set up the TRX and everything else inside of here. So let's quickly unload the TRX. There we go. And we don't need the ramps. Look at that, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I will be backing up because if you guys didn't know, if you guys back up into your guys' garage, you guys do gain more aura points. Get it? Okay, never mind. All right, so we are gonna park up the TRX right here. There we go. Let's quickly let's see, what should we do next? Honestly, we could just throw in the camper already. You know what, let's do that. I'm gonna throw in the camper, and then we are gonna carefully back this thing up. Careful. Oh, look at that, dude, that fits perfectly. No way. Let's put the camper right here. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is looking really nice, you guys. I'm gonna poke out the TRX just a little bit. Look at that, that looks really nice. And then before we do throw in the GMC, which I don't know if it's gonna fit, it should fit. Yeah, it should fit. We are gonna turn on the lights. Look at that. Yo, that is crazy. But I guess before I do load up the GMC in here, I am gonna quickly go down here and then unload the trailer somewhere around here. Let me unload the trailer right around here. So I think this is gonna be a nice spot. There we go. Let me quickly disconnect it. Oh, don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh my goodness, I thought this truck was gonna hit me, but I'm not surprised. You guys know I'm the clumsiest YouTuber ever. But let's go up here and let's get these toolboxes and everything else unloaded. Oh my goodness, this looks really nice, you guys. Do we have space? Oh my goodness, dude, this is such a tight space, but we managed to fit in here. W's in the chat. All right, nice. So I guess I'll just park it right up here, I guess. Boom, look at that. Oh yeah, dude, we are cooking, chat. Now we're almost finished. We just gotta set up the toolboxes. Let me open up the tailgate. There we go. So I guess let's start off with the big ones. Let me start off with the big ones. We're gonna put this toolbox right oh yeah, this is actually a really nice spot. Hold on, I think this should be the correct way. Yes, that's the correct way. And then we are gonna put another let's see, we can do a small one. Let me grab a small one, and then let's see, I guess let me just put it between the wall like that. Oh yeah, look at that, enough space for the charger so you guys can plug in your phones and stuff like that. All right, next up is another big one. Kick up the tailgate, and then I guess this one should go let's see. Oh, we have some space back here, so I guess let's put it back here. There we go. And then a small one can go right next to it. So dude, this is looking really nice. And this one's gonna go right here. Hold on, let me just make sure it's close to the wall, just like so. And boom, look at that, we have our dream garage set up. This looks so beautiful, you guys. Let me know if I ended up cooking and if APM cooked with this update as well. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another APM video, and today we're gonna be building a brand new driveway for my home. Let me actually just close my door before I do forget. I always have the bad habit of leaving my door open, but if you guys take a look right here, I want to build a big giant driveway that connects to the dirt road over there. So let me actually show you where I want it to connect, because if you guys didn't know, I only have one entrance to this driveway, but if I have a second one, it's going to be so much better because I'm going to be able to get to my home faster. But if we take a look right here, this is where I want the driveway to start and go all the way to my house. So before we do get into it, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. We're going to start off by heading down the street over to the construction site, and we're going to pick up some equipment so we can get the driveway built today. So let me hop right back in my truck, and there we go. And I hope you guys are excited because this is going to be one of the biggest, probably one of the biggest projects I have ever done on this channel. The goal is to make sure we have our brand new driveway done before the sun sets. So we have to hurry up if we want to catch the daylight time. So let's see. Okay, so this is the equipment that we're going to be taking, and hold on, let me get this connected, and there we go, first try. And let me get this piece of equipment first loaded up on the trailer. So let me hop right in. There we go. Let me back up, and let's get this thing loaded up on the trailer. And if you guys aren't aware, this is actually also a brand new trailer that was added to the game a couple weeks ago. I think it was actually last week to be exact, but let me get this thing parked up. There we go. And let me lift the bag so we can start taking this thing back to my place. And that should be good right there. Awesome. Let me hop right back in my truck and let me turn around right here. And let's get this thing dropped off so we can come back and pick up. So we can come back and pick up the second piece of equipment. I believe it's called an excavator. I could be wrong. Let me know if that is correct. But that is the machine that we are going to be taking. So let's see. Where are we going to get this thing dropped off? I think I'm going to get it dropped off at the entrance of my house. I think that's what we're going to end up doing. All right, let me turn it in right here. And then we're going to get this thing dropped off right around right here. So let me slow down. Let me get this thing parked. And let me unload this thing from here. And oh, actually, hold on. I forgot. I have to lower it from here. All right, there we go. This thing is now lowered. Let me hop right back in, and there we go. All right, I'm gonna leave this thing parked right around here. Oh, hold on, let me turn this thing off. All right, there we go. We got that thing turned off. Let me raise the ramps back up, and let's quickly go. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's the lights. And pick up the second piece of equipment so we can get started on the job. The sun seems to be that is not showing us any mercy today. It is moving pretty fast, but I think we are good on time right now so far because we are not slacking off. Oh, and by the way, I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving because I did. I had a super great time and I hope you guys did as well. But we are back at the construction site. Wait, was that an entrance? I think there was an entrance back there. Oh my goodness, I missed it. Anyways, there's another one right here. So let me just pull in and let's get this excavator on the back of here. So I think I'm gonna put it right here. Let's get this thing back lowered. There we go. And let me hop right in. All right, we got this thing turned on. Let me carefully load this up on the trailer, just like so. There we go. I think I'm gonna park it right here and I'm gonna get the ramps raised back up. And look at that, it's going back up. All right, let me hop right back in and we're gonna start making our way back home so we can start on this project immediately. So let me carefully turn right here. There we go. Alrighty, we are now here. Let me get this thing unloaded. Let me place this in park. There we go. And let me just drop the ramps. Alright, nice. Alright, let me carefully pull this thing down. Alright, there we go. And I'm gonna back it up, I think right here. I think this is fine for now. We're not gonna use it right now. Alrighty, so we are going to be using this machine to create the driveway all the way down there. And then we're going to use some of the excavator to kind of smooth some things out, like remove some of this rock right here and make it much more of a smooth driveway. So let's get started with this first. Let me turn this thing on. I'm going to lower the ripper. There we go. And there we go. I'm probably going to do a couple passes just to make sure that the driveway is nice and refined. But look at that. Look, it's starting to look pretty good. Alright, nice, not bad. All right, so we're gonna make a turn right here. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely have to make a couple passes. All right, let's pass this tree right here and we're almost at a dirt road. As you guys can see, it is starting to look pretty nice, but there seems to be some rocks here which we are going to be removing. And there we go, look at that. This is going to be the first part of the driveway. I'm gonna head my way back so we can give it like one more pass, and then we're gonna use the excavator to dig out all the rocks out. Alrighty everyone, we are now back. I'm gonna get the ripper lowered back down. There we go. And let's give it one more pass so we can redefine this path. I'm going to focus on making it look a little bit more sharper. I got to carefully do this part. There we go. Nice. All right, I might do a little quick time lapse just so I won't bore you guys. So let's do it in 3, 2, and 1. And look at that, we are now finished pretty much doing the first part of the driveway. As you guys can see, it is now looking very nice. You can see how the driveway is turning out, and now we can head over back home and pick up the excavator so we can remove all these rocks from the driveway and it can be smoother. So I'm gonna make my way back over there. Dude, it looks so nice. Look at that. Alrighty, we are now back. I always forget to turn off the engine. There you go. Alright, we are now back. Let me hop right in back in this thing. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of using this because sometimes it's kind of annoying. We're gonna start off by chipping at this rock right here. So let me get the arms lowered like so. And I'm gonna get it a little bit closer. Hold on, like right here. And let's start removing some of this rock. There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Dude, it is perfect now. I think it's almost perfect. So we took that giant rock out of here. And oh my goodness, what are my arms doing? Let me give this a nice check. And let's see. Oh, there's another one right here. We're going to have to take this one out as well. Let me hop right back in. And let me dump some of this rock right down here. So let me tilt it down. There we go. And let's get this giant piece out of here, because it does not look good. So let me lower my arms and let me tilt this a little bit down. Oh, that's a little bit too much. I think that should be good right here. Hold on, I need to lower my arms a little bit more. So I've been trying to get it from that angle, but it's not working. So I'm gonna try to dig it from the side and see if that works, because I've been trying to dig at it for a good minute now and it does not want to come out. So I'm not sure what to really do right now. Yeah, you see, nothing happens. We might just have to deal with it, honestly, because I cannot get it out of the driveway. But we're going to continue moving and remove the rocks on the other side. Not on the other side, a little bit more down here, because the sun is pretty much, where is it? Oh my goodness, the sun is halfway done. Yeah, it looks like it's about like 6 p.m. That is not good. The last task is to make sure we remove a good portion of these rocks, especially this huge chunk right here. So let's get on excavating. There we go. Look at that. And let's pick up the pace because the sun wants to start going down. So let me hurry up. Alrighty, everyone, we are almost finished. We just need 2 more sections, which is this one and this one right here. Let's go full speed. Let's try to get this one right here. There we go. Look at that. Alright, so it looks like we just need this piece right here and we should be pretty much done. And there we go. We took the giant blast rock that was stuck right here, and this is pretty much our brand new driveway. So let me hop in my truck so we can actually test out this driveway and see how this thing feels. Alrighty, I am now in my truck and I have managed to bring it around so we can test this thing out, and this is going to be the first test of the brand new driveway. So look at that. Not bad. Oh my goodness, this part is so smooth. Let's quickly go up here. There we go. Not bad. I could probably smooth that out, but I'll probably do it later. And look at that. That was amazing. Not only did we manage to excavate this entire driveway, but we were able to do it in time because the sun is now starting to go down. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe. And I'm going to catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. We are carrying a huge load. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are currently working at a job site, and I just got a job from my manager and he told me that we need some construction equipment. So of course, before I continue to yap, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So today's task is to head over to the gas station, which is right here, pick up the trailer, and then head over, pick up one piece of equipment, and then the second piece of equipment, which is going to be, I believe, right here. We don't have too much time. Let's start making our way over there because we have a lot of work to do today. So let's hop into the semi. Let's turn on the beacons just like so, and let's start making our way over to the gas station. But like I said, we are constructing a new building. I hope you guys are really excited for that. Let me make a right on here, and then we are going to be making a left turn on this road. So the road seems to be clear, so let's do that right now. And now the gas station should be right up ahead, but as you can see, it is another beautiful and bright morning. Alright, it looks like we have arrived at the gas station, so let me turn on my blinkers to make sure that everyone knows that I am going to make a left right here. And as you guys can see, the trailer is right here. So let me just quickly connect it to the semi. So yeah, let me back up a little bit. There we go. We are now connected. We can now leave the plaza and start heading over to pick up our first piece of equipment, which is going to be right here near the bridge. Oh, I almost ended up making a whole explosion. Let's start turning right here. Make sure we don't take the stop sign. Alright, nice. And I think we are going to be taking this dirt road. Let me actually check my map. And no, it's going to be the next dirt road. So let's continue going. Alright, I'm going to start slowing down because this is the road that we are going to be turning. So, alright, let's make a wide turn. I might have to off-road a little bit, but that is fine. As long as we don't take the stop sign, we are in the clear. So let's continue going and be on the lookout because we need to find a piece of a construction equipment. Oh wait, is that it? I think this is one of them. Alright, nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is drive a little bit forward and park right here. I'm going to turn off the engine. And by the way, I hope you guys like the outfit. We've got our vest and our work pants. So let's throw in the ramps before we throw in this piece of equipment. And look at this thing. This thing is massive. Oh my goodness. Let me hop right on the wheel and then into the vehicle. All right, let's turn this big boy. Yeah, this thing is insane. And I'm hoping that we don't have too many issues because we're going to be loading this rig at an angle. So let me make sure my wheels are good and perfect. All right, before I continue to park this, let me just make sure that my wheels are good. But as you can see, the left wheel seems to be a little bit too much on the side, so I'm gonna try to fix that. And let's see. All right, perfect. We are done loading the first piece of equipment and we need one more. And the second location for this piece of equipment is going to be down here. So I'm going to throw up the ramps and let's start making our way over there. The ramps are up and let's get back in the semi. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna turn because I cannot be doing a U-turn. This is yeah, I do not have enough space. So my plan is to make a left and then make another left and finally shoot all the way down. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me make sure the road is clear and let's carefully make this huge turn. All right. Not bad, not bad. Could have been a little bit better, but you know, we were able to turn regardless. All right, let's start slowing down because we need to make another turn right here. Nice. There we go. And now all we have to do is drive all the way down. Alright, we have a stop sign right here and the road is clear, which means we can cross. By the way, I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. I've been pumping out a lot of videos for you guys since a lot of you guys have been supporting the channel, which means so much to me. So shout out to every single one of you. And oh my god, the piece of equipment. I can't slow down. Oh no, this could have been bad. Alright, let me start backing up. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer to the side of the road. This looks pretty good. I'm gonna put the semi in park and let me turn on the engine. Let's throw down the ramps. Boom. So we got the second piece of equipment right here. Kind of strange that it's on this guy's property, but I think we have permission to use it, so we're gonna take it. All right, I was able to turn this on, so let's carefully try to get this on the back of the semi. I'm gonna turn right here. Let me back up and then let's get this thing loaded. And I gotta make sure the wheels are carefully aligned. Careful now. There you go. Keep going. Nice. I think this is a pretty good spot to park it. I could get a little bit closer, but you know, I'm good enough. I don't want to risk hitting this vehicle, so I'm going to turn off the engine. I'm going to hop out and yeah, let's pull up the ramps. Look at this. We are carrying a huge load. This is not going to be easy. And I just noticed, is this hitting the back of my semi? Whoops. Let me hop right back in my semi. All right, let me turn on the switch. There we go. And let's start making our way to the job site. Of course, we're going to be turning right here. We have to do this very carefully because we are carrying a lot of weight right now. Oh, yeah, this is kind of sketchy. This is very sketchy, actually. I'm going to be driving a little bit slow since it is going to take more braking power to be stopping all of this. So let's start slowing down. I believe we're going to make a left turn right here. So let's carefully do so. Look at that. I am a professional. Oh, look at the cows. There's also cows in the farm. That's pretty cool. And up ahead, we should be able to see the construction site. I think it's going to be the next turn. Yeah, it's going to be the next turn. It's going to be right here. So let me start making myself a little bit wider so we can carefully turn into this road. Come on. Oh yeah, this is a little bit difficult. All right, nice. We have one more turn right here. Let's carefully do so. Oh, this is kind of scary. I'm going to keep turning until we have enough space to unload the vehicles. I think I'm going to do it right here. I think this is good. So I'm going to throw this in park, turn off the engine because you guys know that gas is not cheap. So let's throw down the ramps and let's begin with this vehicle. Actually, you know what? I don't think I have enough space because this is not much space. So I think I'm going to inch a little bit more forward just to be safe. There we go. I'm going to risk it. Uh-oh, look at the ramps. Yeah, I'm a little bit insane. I'm going to carefully see. Okay, not bad. You see, you guys, it was not that bad. Alright, so I am going to go around and get this thing next to the pile of gravel. Let me back up a little bit. I'm going to park it right here. I've never seen a machine like this. It's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. For the next task, we got to throw on the big machine. I actually don't know what it is called, so if you guys know, make sure you guys leave it in the comments. Alright, let's get on the wheel. Alright, let's turn it on and let's carefully get this thing off. Alright, everything good? Nice. Wasn't that bad. It was kind of like cutting butter. Super smooth. So I actually don't know where I'm going to leave this. Park it between the sand and the rocks, which I think I am going to do. So let me actually fix myself. There we go. I threw it in park, turned off the engine, and look at that. Not bad, not bad. Finally, we can throw up the ramps. There we go. And we can take the semi back to the gas station. So let's quickly do that and then come back and get to work. Alright, we turn this bad boy on. Let's start making our way over there, and there's going to be a tight turn. Alright, the gas station is right here, so let's start slowing down and let's start slowly pulling in. Nice, just like so. And I'm going to leave the semi parked right here. I just got to make sure that I am not all crooked, because the other truck drivers do not like when I leave the semi all crooked. Oh, before I do leave, let me actually turn off the beacon on this thing. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to call one of the guys to pick me up and I'll meet you guys back at the site. Alright everyone, I just got dropped off back at the site. My manager just told me to start heading over to the tool store because we currently need some shovels, so let's quickly go do that. Alright, let's make a turn right here and let's pull in to the little plaza. Well, I don't think this is a plaza, it's more so like a little center. I don't know. Anyways, let me open the doors and shovel. Oh, right here. Shovels are right here. Let me grab this one. Nice, we got the shovel. Let me close the door and let's start making our way back at the site. Alright, we are back at the job site. Put this in park, turn off the engine. So let's start working. Ugh, my back is killing me. You know what? I'm gonna try using one of the big pieces of equipment that we have over here. So let me hop right in and let's see if this works. I think I'm done for today. I'm gonna go clock out. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it parked right here. Throw this in park, turn off the car and engine. I'm gonna start heading back home. Home sweet home. Alright you guys, we are finally back. We're pretty much done for today. Woo! I'm gonna go crack a cold one. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace. I am bored today. What should I do? Wait a minute, I have some money. I can go to the auction, buy a brand new truck and bring it back to life. You know what? I think I am gonna do that. What's everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are gonna go to the auction, buy a brand new truck and restore it. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I think we should begin by taking this GMC Ultimate Denali, which I think I'm gonna take it today. Let me just quickly turn this thing on so we can get out of here. And the auction is actually not gonna be too far away. It is gonna be right at this location right here. I believe it used to be like an old rally track or something like that, and now they just use it to sell old and rusty auction vehicles. So we're gonna make our way over there. We're gonna see and try to buy one, because sometimes people like to buy all of them since they are so cheap. But let's make a right turn. Actually, you know what? I think it's gonna go straight. All right, you know what? I'm gonna cross the road and then I'm gonna make a right turn into, let me see, I'm gonna look for a road that I could take. Okay, so this is the road that we need to take, but how do I get there? Oh, I think it's gonna be this road. All right, let me pull in. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a tight turn. There we go, we made that tight turn, and now we're gonna drive around. Let's see, how do we go inside the track so we can buy these cars? All right, I think we can make a turn right here. All right, and where are the cars? Dude, did everyone just buy them? Because where are they? I don't see it. Oh my goodness, look, this is the last two vehicles for sale. Oh my goodness, look at these rust buckets. Not to be too offensive, but I am thinking about buying this one right here. Look at this. I can already imagine the transformation we can do on this rig. Oh my goodness, this thing looks nice. Well, it is gonna look nice. Right now it's a little bit rusty, so we're gonna go and pay for this. I think this one is like 2,500. I mean, this is nice, but I'm not a fan of the fast cars. I'm more of a truck guy, as you guys can see. So let's make our way towards the trailer store so we can grab a trailer and get this thing loaded so we can take it to the mechanic shop. So let's make a, oh, actually, you know what? Let's make a right turn right here. I was about to pull into that. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly go to the front. I'm gonna quickly pay. Let me just quickly go right here. I'm gonna quickly hop out. There we go. Let me quickly pay 2,500, and I'm just gonna leave the money here. I don't think anyone is here right now. They might have gone to the restroom, which is fine. Let me hop in my truck and let's get out of here. Let me quickly do a little reverse 3-point turn and pull into the dirt road, because in order to get to the main road we have to go on the dirt road. So I'm very happy that we managed to take the GMC. So let's make a right turn, and the reason I'm really happy we took the GMC is because this is a work truck. This thing can do some insane jobs. But we're gonna go through the back and then go through the car wash so we can go and arrive at the trailer store, which we are here now. We have got two options. I don't know which one to take. I'm gonna quickly hop out because I'm gonna take a look at which trailer we're gonna be taking. This one's a little bit too big, so we are not gonna be taking this one, but we might take this one right here. This one's not bad at all. I think we can get the truck loaded on top of this trailer right right here. So let me hop right back in the GMC and back this thing up so we can get it connected. And there we go. Perfect. Dude, I'm such a great APM player. All right, let's get out of here. We are going to make our way back to the auction place because we're going to get that truck loaded on top so we can finally get it restored, and we might flip it for a profit because who doesn't like making money? I like making money. Hey. Anyways, enough of the yam. It looks like we have arrived back at the dirt road, so let's pull in, turn on those blinkers just like so. All right, let's keep an eye out because we are looking for the entrance. Oh, it's gonna be this one. I almost missed it again. Dude, that was so close. And let's go through the cones to make sure that we don't knock them off. And we have arrived back at the auction, and good thing we just put the money down to buy this truck. Oh, hold on, I thought I was gonna crash right there. And we have arrived. We're gonna put the emergency lights on. There we go. Let me back this thing up a little bit just like so, and let's quickly hop out. We're gonna throw down the ramps. There we go. We want to make sure we finish this before 5 p.m. because I have to get back home and pick up my friend from his job, and we are gonna do a huge job. But anyways, I'm not gonna give too much sneak peeks because you can probably guess which YouTuber I am talking about. So I'm gonna hop in this truck, and this thing is barely moving. Holy moly, this thing is so slow. I'm actually surprised this thing is still working as well. So you know what, I'm not gonna complain too much because this thing is still running a little bit. Oh, come on, dude, this is the fastest it can go. All right, let me get this thing loaded on top of the trailer. Come on, you can do it. Oh no, guys, I'm a little bit stuck. Oh, never mind, I am not stuck. All right, let's try this again. Come on, a little bit more. Yes, let's go. We need some W's in the chat. Oh yeah. All right, so let's get this thing strapped down all the way to the trailer on each corner just like so, and we're gonna throw up those ramps because we can get out of here and take this thing to the mechanic shop and transform it. So let me get inside of my GMC. There we go, and we're gonna start making our way to the mechanic shop. That is called Tenny Custom Shop, which is not a bad name. Well, kind of. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the mechanic shop name. And American Plains Money, which is Tenny. I feel like it's someone's name, Tenny. But anyways, let's make a left onto this dirt road. There we go, and then we're gonna make a right turn onto the main road right there. I'm gonna start slowing down, turn on those blinkers, and carefully turn. Oh, don't hit the stop sign. Don't hit the stop sign. All right, nice. Dude, we almost hit the stop sign. That was so close. I was kind of nervous because this year I probably knocked down over a dozen of stop signs. So yeah, I'm a little bit embarrassed. I try not to be too clumsy, you guys. But it looks like we have arrived back, I guess, at the mechanic shop. Not back. This is our first time. I was like back, like as if it's our second time. But let me get this thing turned around. I'm gonna back this thing up. Nothing too crazy. Let me do a little bit more, and I'm gonna park this thing right here. So let me hop out. Let me throw down the ramps. There we go, and we are gonna open the door. Let's go. All right, let me get into this thing. Let's take off all the straps from this truck. There we go. I'm gonna hop in and let's get this thing restored. Oh, why is this thing not moving? I might have to put this thing into manual mode and manually put this in reverse. Come on, I think the transmission is just cooked. Oh, there we go. Dude, this thing barely works. Holy moly. All right, first things first, we gotta remove the paint. Let's sand it down. There we go. And now let me do the bottom half. Oh my goodness. All right, I think we might be cooking, chats. And let's clean those wheels. Oh yes, this is gonna look so tough. And boom. All right, we got this thing all cleaned up. I think we can start fixing up. Actually, you know what, before we do fix up everything, I do want to add a bed. So let me quickly add a bed just like so. We need to add the tailgate, which is gonna be right here. Oh yes, we are cooking. And now we're gonna go with the paint. We're gonna do it like a nice blue. I'm thinking, oh yes, holy moly, look at that. Yo, that looks crazy. Let me quickly add some power and let's start fixing up the suspension. So let's bring it back to life. I might actually add a small suspension kit, right? I don't want this thing to be too tall, but I do want it. Oh, actually, you know what, I think the back is a little bit too tall. Is that good? All right, look at that. We are cooking, chats. Let me quickly do the wheels. There we go. Nothing too crazy. Let me add some offset. There we go. I kind of want them poking out just a bit. Nothing too crazy. Let's quickly add some nice wheels. Kind of don't know which one fits on this. Oh, those look nice. Not bad. Ooh, these are crazy. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, those are pretty nice. But I feel like this is the style of the truck, so I might have to go with those. Yeah, I think we have to go with these. Where are they? Right here. I think we gotta go with these. Let me make them a little bit smaller. There we go. And I am gonna increase the bulge on the tire. There we go. Let's add some tires. Ooh, we could add this. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty sick. And lastly, let's quickly finish up with the attachments. So let's add some cab lights. We gotta make those orange. A nice toolbox, some nice mud flaps. There we go. Let's add 2 more at the front and some nice running boards. So I think let's see. Ooh, I like this one. I think that one matches. I'm between this one and this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And before we do finish, I'm gonna make these orange. Hold on, where's orange? Orange. There we go. And I'm gonna make my wheels chrome. So let me quickly do that. We gotta add some nice chrome, and that is gonna be the build for this truck. Look at this. Oh my goodness, chats. Let's take a quick look and just admire this build. Holy moly, whack-a-mole. So we added some brand new chrome wheels and tires, a beautiful paint job. We fixed up the suspension, added some running boards. I think that's what it's called. And we brought it back to life. So let me get into this truck. There we go. We're gonna take it for a little joyride. Let's see how the suspension is working like. All right, it looks like it's a little bit too stiff. All right, so let me quickly fix this. This is how you fix it. If it's too stiff, that's how you fix your suspension. There we go. And now technically it should be a little bit more softer. Oh yeah, I think I see a difference. All right, let's take it up here and see if this thing performs pretty good on the rock. So let's take it up here. All right. Oh yes, this thing is cooking. Oh, there we go. Not bad, not too shabby. Honestly, this is a really nice truck build. I am pretty impressed on how I was able to build this thing pretty fast and solid. There we go. And look at that. This thing. Oh, hold on. Do not talk too soon. All right, nice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Dude, this was quite the truck build. Honestly, I think I did a really solid job. Let me know if I did a good job. If not, then I'm gonna be really sad. If not, that's fine. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are gonna be buying the brand new work truck, and we're gonna be building the best work truck. So I don't know if we're gonna be selling this one right here. I don't know. We're definitely gonna put it to the test, and if you guys are excited for this insane update, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I think we should begin. So I think we're gonna be taking the work truck first, because this is actually kind of funny. We're gonna be taking the work truck to pick up the new work truck. I guess in order to pick up this work truck, we're gonna go to the trailer store and pick up a trailer. Duh. All right, let me make sure the road is clear. All right, the intersection is clear, which means we can cross, and then we can pull into the road right here, because this is kind of like a little shortcut that we can take. But if you guys can see, we have 2 trailers right here. I don't know which one to take. I'm not sure if the work truck is gonna be able to fit right here. I mean, we're gonna take it, and if it doesn't fit, then we'll come back and grab this one right here. I don't know what this one's called, but I know it's some type of bumper trailer. All right, let me hop in right here, and let me get this thing turned around. So let me carefully back this thing up. There we go. And we're gonna make our way to the dealership so we can pick up this brand new truck. Apparently this might be a Ram truck, which I think it's gonna be like that right there, which is absolutely crazy. I kind of want to build it like that, but we're gonna focus on building it like a work truck, like the black one. So let's pull into this road right here. Oops, I forgot to check if the road was clear. I don't know if the road was clear, but it looks like the dealership is right down here. This is the red building, which is the dealership for us. So let's pull in, and then oh my goodness, this thing is completely stopped. We gotta transform this and turn this thing into a work truck for sure. We have a lot of work to do, but let me carefully reverse this trailer right around here, and then we're gonna kick down the ramps, and we're gonna see if this thing fits on the trailer. All right, let's see. Oh, yo, I love this front. This is sick. Is this supposed to be like a Ram Alarmy or like a Bighorn? I don't know, but this thing is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, probably my second brand new favorite truck. I know I say this all the time, but genuinely, this thing is actually really nice. Let me carefully park it. There we go. I'm actually surprised this truck was able to fit right here, but let's put it in park. There we go. All we gotta do is strap it down to the trailer just like so. All right, and then all we gotta do is kick up the ramps. Nice. And then we can pretty much get out of here. I didn't notice that this Ram truck is also a dually, which is really nice. Apparently they also added short beds, which I really don't know what that is. I don't know if we're gonna have time to check that out, but what I do know is that we're gonna be checking and transforming this thing into a complete unit, because you guys know I tend to have a lot of jobs and they tend to be pretty heavy for this GMC, but who knows, maybe this one is better. But let's make our way to the mechanic shop because we gotta get this thing fixed up to our liking. Let me know what color I should make it. I'm probably thinking like a nice dark gray. Even though I've done it, it's probably my favorite color. It just looks really nice and clean. So we're probably gonna do that again. Let me just get this thing turned around, and then we're gonna slowly reverse into this door right here. Oh my goodness, that was really bad. Okay, now I'm embarrassed. I am super embarrassed. Let me carefully back this thing up. There we go. And then we're gonna open up the garage door just like so. And I guess we could just like unload it from here. Let me just try to turn on my... Oh my goodness, I just noticed my truck is squatting. This thing is seriously heavy then. All right, let me try to turn on my hazards. Let's see if these things work. Hazards? Uh-oh, my hazards aren't working. Okay, then we're just gonna leave that right there. Let me just hop in the brand new truck. Maybe the hazards of this... Oh, whoa. The hazards of this truck do work. These things are nice. Hold on, let me turn on the light. Yo, that looks absolutely clean, you guys. All right, let's just keep it like this right now. Meanwhile, we do quickly customize it. Let's quickly make it like a nice gray. Let me add some reflectance. All right, it looks okay. I'm gonna check out one of these ramps. Oh, whoa, look at these ramps. That is crazy. So this is like a matte color, and this is more of like a... I'm not sure. It's pretty shiny, I think, but this is shinier. I mean, let's see how... Hold on, I kind of want to see how this thing looks in the sun. If it doesn't look good, then we'll change it back to normal. All right, this looks like a black color. Hold on, what the hell? Hold on, I want gray. I don't want black. Now let's see how it looks in the sun. So this is how it looks in the sun. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I think I'm gonna remove it. So let's keep it like this. Let me just make this a little bit darker, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna make it really fast. Oh wait, this is already super fast. Jeez Louise. Let's fix up the suspension. Since this is gonna be a work truck, we do have to raise it like right around there. That looks pretty nice. I don't want it too tall. I'm not trying to build a lifted truck. And then we are gonna make it... Oh yeah, we're gonna keep it like this because we're gonna be carrying heavy stuff. Now before I put the wheels, let me just check the attachments. Let's give it a nice look. Let me add this light bar. Since it's gonna be a work truck, we gotta see a night, a toolbox. I don't like it. We definitely gotta add a winch since it's a work truck. Oh yeah, mud flaps. We definitely need mud flaps. Wait, why does it look so small? What the hell? And then my camera is like all tilted. Hold on, I gotta fix that. Oh whoa, here are the short bed. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. This is gonna be for the dually, so let's keep that. Let me add a headache rack with a nice... should I add a roll bar? I don't think this thing needs a roll bar. We're not gonna add that. Let's add this running board, and then we're gonna go to the top. And oh yeah, okay, so it looks like we're done with this. All right, now we can move on to the wheels. Let me just quickly fix up the camber because it's looking not good. So let me just reduce some of this camber. All right, I think that looks pretty solid. So this is gonna be the fun part, the wheels. So I guess let's start with them. I'm gonna raise the diameter just a little bit. We're gonna increase the width. Oh my goodness, I think that's too much. Just a little bit. I don't want anything crazy. I think that's gonna be good. My offset is looking a little bit too off. I might have to tuck this in just a bit. I don't want my back to be so beefy. And then let's put the duals, which I think I might put one of these right here. We gotta go all out. Actually, I don't even know if these look good. Yeah, I don't think these fit, or at least it's definitely not the style of this Ram truck. So let me just pick one of these, which let's see. I don't know, you guys. Which one should I choose? Oh, look at that. These are pretty nice. We can make these chrome. All right, hold on. Let me check some of these out. So I'm gonna go with these. I think these look the best. So let me oh, hold on. I did not mean to do that. Let's quickly make them chrome. Just do that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I did not mean to do that. Let's go to rims, and then we're gonna go right here and make them reflective. Wait, did they remove chrome? I don't see chrome. Ooh, cow. All right, I think these are chrome. We are now finished with the truck. I don't know what happened to my wheels in the back. Hello? All right, there you go. Now it's fixed. I don't know if I ended up removing some of the tire wall. I think that's what it's called. Now take a look at our brand new work truck. Holy moly, this thing is absolutely crazy. Yo, honestly, I think I might have to sell my work truck, my GMC. I don't know what to... Or should I just buy this? Look at this. This is my GMC right here. Super beautiful. And then we have the brand new Ram right here. I think it's been revamped because I believe this one used to be in the game. But before we do head out and put it to the test, let's see. What should we do? I should probably leave this back home. But I don't know if my work truck is going to be able to fit in here. I mean, we could try. Let me just move this a little bit forward so we can try to load it. And then if we do this successfully, we can leave this back home and then take the work truck. So let me quickly do this. Let me load this right here. Okay, it looks like we're fitting. Oh no, we might be too beefy, you guys. Oh, hold on, we fit. No way, dude, it barely fits. It is on the edge of the trailer and my GMC is squatting. This is not good for my GMC. It is definitely not liking this. But let's quickly pull over to our house, which is going to be right here on the right side. Let me just turn right there. And then my house is going to be right there at the end. So I guess let me just turn this around carefully. Let me just do this. Oh, yes. Perfect. And then, you know what? I should just park it on the side. You know what? Let me just do that. I'm going to park it on the side. I don't know why I didn't think about that first. I'm so clumsy. I am so clumsy. All right, let's leave that right there. There we go. And then we're just going to unload the trunk. Boom. And then we're going to go and test out this beautiful GMC. And we're going to see if we can actually carry heavy stuff, which we have a good amount of tests that we're going to put this thing through. But you guys know the drill. Let's make sure it's clear. Let's cross the intersection. And then we're going to pull into the trailer store because this is where the trailers are going to be. So let's pull in. There. Oh my goodness. Whoops. There we go. It's not too good at off-roading. Let me tell you that. Imagine if we built this thing for off-road. That would be crazy. But let me quickly park up right here. I'm going to quickly run inside a store. And by the way, this is how all pickup drivers park. All right, let me go inside. Hello, good sir. How are you, my friend? I want trailers. Alrighty, the trailers have been ordered. Let's go and check them out. Let's see which one we ended up getting. And we're going to be testing. So the first one is going to be, I think this should be hay bales, right? I'm pretty sure we can just click the magic button. So let me click on the magic button and 3, 2, and boom. Look at that. We got hay bales on this thing. So that's going to be the first test. Let me quickly hop in the truck. There we go. And we're going to put it to the test. Oh my goodness. That was a really bad job at reversing. I am embarrassed. Now let me do this again. There we go. All right. Not bad, you guys. Before we do it, wait, what is that? Step. Yo, I did not know that. Holy moly. That's actually pretty sick. Is there anything else right here? Okay. I don't see anything else besides that. But I did not know that. Anyways, we kicked up the tailgate and we're going to go and give this a nice spin around the black. And we're going to see if this thing is pretty good at towing stuff, which it looks like it's not having any problems at all. It's pretty good at going up to speed. All right. So far, I am really impressed with this truck. So let's take this back to the trailer store. I'm going to go and take a shortcut through the back of the car wash, just like so. So let me carefully do this. And then we're going to reverse the hay bales right here. I'm going to carefully turn this thing around and back it up. I don't want to hit the, don't hit the trailer. Don't hit the trailer. That trailer is not mine. So let's leave this right here. Let me carefully kick down the tailgate and then we're going to disconnect this. So there we go. And now this is going to be the moment of truth. We're going to try to haul this gigantic fifth wheel attachment and this thing is completely filled with sand. All right, let me kick up tailgate and then I'm probably going to change the color of this thing. I do not like the color of that trailer. So let's connect it. There we go. And then I am going to pretend you guys don't see this. I'm going to change the color of this trailer. We're going to make it, let's see, green. Oh yeah, we could make it green. That's green. That's blue. I'm not sure. Should we make it red? I'm not sure if that looks a little bit silly. Or should we just keep it yellow? Let's just keep it yellow for now. So let's give this a nice drive around. Looks like my truck is not squatting at all, which is really, really impressive. Look at that. Dude, it's almost like the truck doesn't feel anything. But let's give it a test right here at the stop sign. So in 3, 2, 1, let's try to hit 100 miles per hour carrying this huge trailer filled with sand or whatever this thing is. I think it's dirt. Oh my goodness, we hit 110. We maxed out. That is crazy. Holy moly. This thing is actually a beast. Wow. That's crazy, you guys. I'm actually really impressed with the brand new truck. By far, one of my favorites. And let me know if you guys like this brand new truck that they added in today's update. But if you guys did enjoy as well, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another American Plains modding video. It's kind of been a while. I kind of took a little vacation. I was actually in a lake. I was fishing and I caught a big fish with Dusty TV, which you guys can check out. But anyways, today we are going to be upgrading and building the most ultimate setup for our landscaping business. So if you guys are excited for this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And I think we should begin with the video. So first things first is that we got to get rid of our old trailer since we are not going to be using this thing anymore. Look at this. It is so old and slow that I'm going to sell it, get rid of it, and we're going to pick up a brand new one and we're going to pick up some new equipment at the tool stores. I'm going to hop in my actually, you know what? We're not going to take the TRX. We are going to be taking the GMC Denali since this is actually our work truck. So let me quickly hop in. We are going to give it a nice cold start. Oh, there you go. Oh my goodness. Dude, I miss this truck so much, but let's pull it out of the garage. This should be pretty much warmed up and we are going to get it connected to the trailer connector right here. But before we do head out, oh, wait a minute. Is my truck too tall? No way, my truck is too tall. Wait, what if I try to connect it with my TRX? I'm gonna try to connect it with my TRX. If my TRX is too tall, then I'm probably gonna have to fix the suspension on my GMC. I might have to do that because my TRX is so tall. Look at that. All right, so let me load up my TRX back in the garage since this thing is actually way taller than my GMC. But what I'm gonna be doing is fixing up the suspension quickly in my shop, and this should be pretty much good to go. And we are gonna be able, oh, hold on, that's the wrong seat. And then we're gonna be able to get out of here and then make our way to the plain tool store. So let's quickly fix up the suspension. We are gonna put it to stock. It kind of hurts me because I am not a fan of the stock suspension. I feel like it's not as tall as it should be, but you know, we're gonna have to work with this for now. Get it connected, and now it should technically work. Come on, please work. And boom, let's go. Oh my goodness, it actually worked. Let's go. We need some W's in the chat, you guys. I guess before we do head out, I'm gonna load up my lawnmower since remember we're gonna be starting our lawn care business. My lawnmower is gonna be right here in the back. So let's open up this garage, and here it is. This is my lawnmower right here. This thing is a beauty. I think I might have bought it last month. I'm not sure if you guys saw that video, but this thing is pretty epic, you guys. So let's quickly load it up on the back of this old and stinky trailer, and let me carefully load this machine. All right, come on. Oh no, don't fall. Oh my goodness, I think I fell. All right, third time is the charm, and now we should be loaded on top of the trailer. Now let's kick up the ramps, and then before I do leave, I'm just gonna quickly close up my garage. And now with all that work, we can start making our way to the plain tool store and the trailer store. I should probably go into the trailer store and then the plain tool store, because then we could add all of the brand new things from the tool store into the trailer. I think that makes pretty good sense, and honestly we're gonna do that right now. So let's go down this dirt road and then make a right turn at this intersection right here. We just gotta slow down carefully and make sure there's no cars coming because we want it to be safe. And all right, it looks like there is no cars coming. Let's put on our blinkers and carefully turn just like so. And now I believe we can take a little shortcut right here and go through the back of the car wash. I think I've shown you guys this secret route. Don't tell anyone, you guys. All right, let's go. Should we get a free car wash? Let's get a free car wash. That's pretty funny. And then we're gonna go right around and try to pick up our brand new trailer, which should be at the front. Oh my goodness, look at this. Yo, that is such an upgrade. We're gonna leave this old stinky trailer right around here. Let me just carefully back this thing up. I don't want to be mean and leave this parked all over the place or in the middle of the parking line because they would probably get mad at me. So let's not do that. We're gonna kick down the ramps. There we go. The ramps should be down, and then we are gonna load up our lawnmower into our brand new trailer. Look at this. Yo, this thing is a beauty. I kind of don't like how it doesn't have lights, but that's fine. We could actually add those lights. I'll show you guys right now. But before we do that, let's quickly load up the lawnmower. Now this puppy is gonna go right in here. Oh yeah. So let me carefully load her up just like so, and then let's close up the ramp because that is gonna be a wait a minute, does this have lights? Oh my goodness, it does have lights. Yes, let's go. Oh my goodness, I did not think it had lights. All right, that's epic. I love that. You know what, this became from a really good trailer to the best trailer for the lawn care. But let's leave this here. I'm gonna quickly pull up the ramp and we are gonna disconnect it from my pickup because we are actually gonna pick up, get it, this brand new trailer. So let's quickly do this. There we go. And we are gonna run inside the plain tool store, and once we get everything bought and placed, we are gonna go and cut some lawns and put it to the test. So let's quickly park up right here on the side. I don't want to be parking right in the middle because I don't want to block the entrance. So let's quickly run inside the store, and we are gonna buy every single thing that we need in order to build the ultimate lawn care business. So we're gonna begin on the right side. Ooh, wait, we could grab this. All right, good. Okay, this is a really good start. We're gonna walk down this aisle because this is pretty much everything we need, which is gonna be a grass cutter, and then this is gonna be the leaf blower, and we are gonna grab, actually we don't need that since we already have lights in the back of the trailer. I was gonna buy one and throw it in the back so we can get some lights, but you guys know that I was able to figure that out. And now let's walk around the store and make sure we are not missing anything. All right. Oh, I did see something down this aisle, so we are gonna grab a shovel because we have a lawn care business. Duh. And then we are gonna check out because we are ready to head out and purchase all of our items. So let's quickly buy all of this. There we go. All right, wait, how much is it? Oh my goodness, it's gonna be $90. Oh look, a bird. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. By the way, guys, I just bought all of these things. Wink wink. And now we can start. Oh wait, I forgot something, the most important thing. Hold on, don't mind me, sir. All right, so we gotta grab one of these, and then we're gonna grab one of these. I forgot the name of these. What is this called? They're like toolboxes, but it's gonna be for the business. I'm just a ghost, by the way. You don't see me. Now we're gonna load up this trailer, and then we are gonna start. I guess should we do it right here, or should we do it back at my home? You know what, I guess it's gonna take a while if we go home and then come back, because we gotta go and cut the grasses. That is gonna be quite the waste of time, and it's already midday, so I guess we have no choice but to do it in here. So let me quickly throw down the lawnmower right here, and then we're gonna quickly set up the toolboxes that are gonna go to the side. Let's see, they're gonna go right around. Oh my goodness, I just placed it the wrong way. Second time is a charm, and boom, look at that. We have a toolbox right inside of our own trailer, and we do have one more which is gonna go right next to it. So let's place this one right here. There we go. I think I messed up. Hold on, let me fix that. There you go. We now have the toolboxes. Oh my goodness, it's raining. Rain, rain, go away. Oh my goodness, that actually worked. All right, if it's ever raining in your server, just say rain, rain, go away, and the sky will clear. All right, so let's finish up what we were doing. I'm gonna open up this drawer because we are gonna throw in a shovel. So, oh, I don't think it fits. What if I try this one? All right, let's put my lamp right here. Ooh, dude, it fits. And then my shovel right here. That is so amazing. Honestly, we could probably put like a toe strap right around here, but I don't think I need one, so we're not gonna go and grab one. Hold on, I did not mean to take my shovel. So let's close this up. I'm gonna close up the flap. There we go. And then I guess where do we put this? I guess I'm just gonna throw it right around here somewhere. I'm gonna place it right here on the side. Hopefully I do not hit it with my lawnmower, because that would not be good. But let's finally start making our way to the first appointment that we have to cut this guy's front lawn. So I think this is gonna be good right here, and then we should be able to get out of here. But look at this. This looks like the absolute most insane and ultimate lawn care setup. So let me close that right back up, and then we should be able to get out of here. So let me carefully back this thing up. Careful, we don't want to hit anyone. All right, and then we should make a turn into the main road. All right, the road is clear. Let's cross, and the first house that we are going to be cutting the grass for is right there at the corner of the town. It's kind of in the outskirts. I would say it's pretty much in the countryside. So let me slow down. I'm gonna make a right turn right here. There we go. Wait a minute, I think my friend lives here. I think my friend 13-year-old bros lives at this spot. No way. I wonder if he's home. I don't think he is. Anyways, I'm gonna park up right around here. I'm not sure if you guys saw the time when it was me and Dusty ended up messing up with this spot, but it looks like he's got everything fixed up, which is really nice to see. But let me open up the cover right here if I can. Oh dude, that looks freaking cool. So let's get in the lawnmower. There we go. And I guess what we could do is pretty much start cutting the lawn. I think I'm gonna go around and trim out the edges first. I think that's what he really loves. So I'm gonna help him do that, and I'm gonna cut all of the edges slow and steady. And once we are finished, you guys are gonna be able to see the insane transformation we did to this house. But let's go all around here. Oh, hold on, I noticed that there's some grass right here, so let me cut all of this. Oh my goodness, dude, all of this is so overgrown. I'm not sure if he doesn't take care of his grass, or the grass just grows so fast. So I'll help him out, and I'll just cut all of this, since I'm such a really good friend. Let him know that I helped him cut his grass, and since he's my friend, I'm gonna give him a special. But look at that, that is amazing. It's looking really nice. I'm gonna turn on the lights because it's kind of dark under there. But let me finish quickly cutting the edges of the grass, and then I will be right back. Oh my goodness, finally we are done with cutting the edges of your bros' house. But trust me, you guys, it looks really sick. Let's just turn off the mower and let's go to the front so we can take a look at the after. I should have taken some pictures so we could have taken a look at the before, but it's fine. Let's take a quick look, and oh my goodness, look at that. Those edges are so crisp. Dude, he's gonna be so happy when he gets back. And before you guys tell me that I didn't cut around the front, the side, take a look at this. We went all the way around and cut the grass from the back of this road right here. Look at that. This is all crisp and clean. It might start to rain again, so let's go back into the trailer and load up this lawnmower, because I am so so sick and tired of the rain. So let me carefully load this thing up just like so. I think right here is gonna be a nice solid spot, and we are gonna throw up the cover and the flap. I think that's what it's called. Is it? Oh yeah, it is called a flap. All right, it looks like we got everything loaded back on the trailer, and we are gonna get paid from 13-year-old bros. Hopefully he pays me. If not, then I'm gonna come back and destroy his house with an atomic bomb as a joke. It's only in GTA. It's only a joke, you guys. Don't worry. All right, so we're gonna take this back. Oh my goodness, I used to live right there. No way. I get so emotional. We're gonna make a left right there, and then all we gotta do to get home safely is drive this road all the way down to the end of the other side of the APM town. So let's go in. Oh my goodness, there's an intersection. Whoops, I think I should have slowed down. You guys, please do not tell the sheriff. I cannot be dealing with any more tickets. We are gonna go bankrupt. Now we can make a right turn because my house should be right here. And the reason some of you guys asked me, why did you choose this house? The reason I ended up choosing this house is because my house is on a hill, and since I am a king, you guys, I gotta be on top of the hill. All right, so I guess we'll just back this thing up, but before I do, I gotta open up this garage right here. So my camper is currently not home since I gave it to someone to borrow so they could have some fun for the 4th of July, but they haven't came back, so I'm kind of worried that they might not come back with my camper. Anyways, let's load up this trailer, disconnected from the pickup just like so, and we should be able to park up the truck right here. So I guess let's close that and then open this one right here. Oh yes, we are cooking, chat. Dude, my garage is so full right now. All right, back it up, and boom. All right, perfect. So we got the trucks inside of the garage. Let me just close that, and my door. I don't want anyone to come inside my house. And take a look at that. I think we did an insane job in today's video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it as well, and if you guys did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more videos like this, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.